So we got a fair bit of stuff to chew on this week. And we got a fantastic panel. Returning is our boy Tommy. We wanted to talk about the best comic books. I knew we had to have you here, dude.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. There has been a lot of good stuff, so I can't wait to get into it.
Dude, you sporting the Superman hat, huh?
Got to. I've been wearing the Green Lantern one a little too much, so I pulled out my my Superman.
So Superman's number 2?
I mean, yeah, I'm a Green Lantern guy through and through, but I love it all. I'm more of a DC guy, but Green Lantern's my jam.
So what's your favorite Superman story of all times?
Oh man, I don't know. I have to think about that.
On the spot.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I was ready for my best writers of the year. But there's a lot of good stories, Superman. I mean, I'm a big Phil Kennedy Johnson, so as far as some of the latest stuff, I love a lot of the stuff that he's done. Book of
like the War saga?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I got the.
Do you think Kingdom Come is a Superman story? Or is that a DC Universe story?
I think it's more of a universe story.
So I think of it more of a Superman story.
Do you? I mean, it could go either way, but I enjoyed it when it came out, man. That was amazing.
What do you think, Dylan? Is Kingdom Come more of a Superman story?
It's more of a Superman story, I'd say, yeah.
Is it in your top 5?
No.
You don't like Old Man Superman?
It's good, but I really think Superman being convinced not to murder a building full of innocent people isn't the greatest look.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, but it's not top 5 for me. It's good, but it's not top 5 for me.
Really? I liked it. I think it's a good Superman story, especially with the whole thing with Magog and all that regret he had for killing. And he was like, I can never be you because I'm killed. And just like that was palpable. I love that. It was really good.
Man, somebody's claiming that Sully needs to run for president. They're saying make America great again. If Sully was running for president, it would be make America grateful again.
Grateful again. That's right. I got it right here. I have a whole, this is Sully MAGA. This is Sully MAGA country. Make America grateful again. And America never stopped being great. I don't know what you're bitching about out there.
America's greatness is absolutely on display. I got my dad joke shirt on.
Nice.
Everybody should have dad joke shirts. Do you have one of those, Tommy?
I don't have a shirt. I need to get one though. But I have 4 kids, 3 girls, and they hate everything I say. So specifically jokes. Absolutely.
Yes. Anytime I try to make my kids laugh, especially in front of their friends, all I do is embarrass them.
Yeah.
I just have one I just have one that says daddy.
Ooh, waka waka.
It's a whole other meeting, man.
Yeah. It came with a zippered mask.
The gimp's asleep.
Well, that went differently real quick.
Yeah. But one thing about Kingdom Come, I think, was prescient, is that when we've defeated all the villains, we will turn on each other. And I think that just like that defines our internet culture these days.
No. If you read Kingdom Come today, it feels more relevant than when it was new. Just like reading 1984. You know, when you read it as a kid or whatever, if you read it now, you will see it in a completely different light. And I definitely agree with you. I've read Kingdom Come a few times, and it always gets more interesting as we're going along the timeline.
I don't know what the riff is between Mark Waid and Alex Ross on that. Maybe you guys know better than I, but I do know that when I was working with Mark Waid at Ross, totally unrelated, I said something. I sent him an email about some book that we were working on, and he wrote me back and he said, yes, comics are a collaborative medium, which is what I tried to tell Alex Ross.
Well, that's
I was just like, oh, okay.
That's because Mark Waid wants credit for being nothing more than a glorified fucking script doctor.
Well, he gets credit. He gets the writer credit, even though supposedly the entire story was outlined and thought of by Alex Ross.
Yes. That's why. Because he's claiming
because people know.
And everybody knows now that he was the jabroni brought in at the end.
Okay, well, I mean, like Mark Waid or don't like Mark Waid, I mean, it's not like he doesn't have a lot of books that are, celebrated on his resume without Kingdom Come.
But Kingdom Come is way better than Birthright.
Yeah, well, Kingdom Come is like the when you people say Mark Waid, it's Mark Kingdom Come Waid. That is true.
Look, the only other thing he's ever written that I believe is even remotely competent was his Flash, and that's it.
His Flash was
everything else. And honestly, I didn't even think his Flash was great. Everything else,
really
I
good. That might be
fucking
the
hated.
best Flash run ever, dude.
Yeah, Blood Will Run.
You didn't like that first Cap run, the
No.
one that got truncated by Heroes Return.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
the Ron
Or
Garney.
Heroes Reborn. That's what it was.
I didn't.
Oh, that's good.
I like
And then
that one a
his
lot.
World's Finest there for the first year at least was really, really good. But he's definitely
Actually-
more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy.
His Fantastic Four, just that single unthinkable issue with Doctor Doom, going back to find his long lost love, I thought was it's the best Doctor Doom story I've ever read, and probably my favorite thing that Mark Waid's ever done.
It
Better
wasn't
than One World Under Doom.
No, I mean, you could give me almost
fucking
any.
bar.
Almost any Doom story, even you know what, the one panel where Doctor Doom is going, could Bowie have been a mutant, is better than One World Under Doom, and you know how much I hate that panel.
There's got to be a cooking comic book out there with like Doctor Doom's cookie recipe. I'm like, yeah, that thing's probably better than One World
Now
Under Doom.
Doom
It's
adds
the tits.
Doom adds
When Doom was
unsalted
defeated,
butter.
Doom defeated by Squirrel Girl by Ryan North, oddly enough, is better than One World Under Doom.
I thought she defeated Thanos. Did she defeat
She
Doom
did.
too?
Defeated everybody, man.
Makes
Squirrel
sense.
Girl's a huge character.
Yeah. When
So,
she's talking
Tommy,
about Erica Henderson, she is.
Tommy, you're also a big UFC fan. We had an enormous fight last week. 2 titles out there. We had Bo Nichols on the comeback trail. Did you give the event a thumbs up after watching Tom Aspinall take a dive?
100% thumbs up compared to the Aspinall fight. That was really terrible. But yeah, it was good. Actually, today's not too bad of a card. It starts
The
at-
Aspinall fight might have had more action than both those title fights combined.
One-sided.
Dope, man. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, the fights up until the title fight were good, but the title fights were.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shevchenko was just way too enormous for
Yeah,
way
way too
Weili
big for
Zhang or whatever her
Weili.
name is.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
And then it never felt like that Della Maladano guy was like somebody that was going to defend the title a lot. So
JDM had looked good. It's just not against Islam. Against Islam, he looked lost.
I mean, what is
a
he?
lot of people look lost against him though, but he did look small. I'll give him that. Islam.
Yeah. I mean, like the corpse of Poirier took Islam almost took him the distance. Got finished in the 5th round, but like
Well, he's a fucking
he
Hall of
gave him-
Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is an old Poirier that's been through a lot of wars, and anytime he went against a really good grappler, it didn't go too well for him. It was like, yeah, he's going to get submitted in at least 2 rounds, like at most, 2 rounds by Islam, and then he put up a great fight, and then got finished in the 5th round, and so
I
it was
see
like,
him
man,
As
I'd
someone
see
who
him take
doesn't
2
care
people
about
out
this,
live.
I'm just like mystified because it sounds to me like one guy had to fight the entire nation of Islam. Like, yeah, of course
No,
he
he
no,
was.
was.
that now you see
Islam.
that's what Dylan Danis had to do last Saturday.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be back.
Apparently, he's banned
Yeah.
Yeah,
from
he's
ever
banned
attending
now.
a UFC event.
Yeah.
It's a bad way
Did you
to
see the
see.
He
Did you
fought
see
like
the
50
Dana
Muslims.
White podcast thing where he said Francis Ngannou put his hands on him
Yeah.
and he told him to get your fucking hands off me?
Yeah, I don't believe
I
a
don't
single
believe
word of that.
That's a scary man.
Ngannou's like 285 pounds.
See,
Up
now
there.
I wouldn't doubt that Dana would say something like that because Dana obviously has a lot of dudes that he's paying to
Bodyguards?
protect him. Yeah, but I just don't think Ngannou would do that. And also, Dana's a notorious liar. And Usman even came out and said, I don't think that happened.
This is a good story, though.
It was a good story.
So, Dylan, you and I are having some rough weeks in football.
Yep. See, now the thing is, though, I've got what looks like a really good draft pick, and I got my future franchise quarterback, so I'm fine. I want us to lose out. I'm happy Dart's not playing this week, so that means
I don't
we're
think you guys
definitely gonna
can lose out because that Giants team is scrappy. They're going to
No,
scrap
because-
a couple wins.
No, because our defense is so bad. The only team to put 30 points on the Eagles and on the Broncos is the Giants, and we lost both those games because our defense is so bad. No other team has done it. We did it, but we lost because Shane Bowen sucks.
You guys are scrappy. You're going to win at least 4 more games, dude.
That's not happening.
I hope so. But it's been a rough year. I guess it's the year of Sully. His team is beating everybody's brains out. But you are only playing the worst teams
Used
in the
to it
league.
though.
That is true. The
You're all
easiest
used to it.
schedule in the league.
You're used to the Patriots being the top of the top, the best of the best. One could say. Don't worry,
Tommy, who do you root for? You're a Rams fan, right?
Yeah. I grew up in
you got
SoCal.
good
Oh,
too.
so you're having a good year.
Having a great year. After last week's game, I was a little nervous, but 8-2, leading the pack. So I think it's going to be a good playoff. Everyone's getting healthy. We got that. We'll see what pick it is, but I think it's like the 6th pick right now, Falcons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we're going to get a good quarterback next year. So
Phoenix is out for the year, and Cousins looks like he was spent last year, let alone this year. So they might not win again. Good chance of it. All right, Sparrow, we bored you long enough with the sports ball talk. How's your face doing?
It's doing all right. It's doing all right. Swelling on this side is almost down. I'm feeling good. Dennis says that my jaws and my extracted tooth area are healing nicely. My body
Dennis Camp?
Did not reject the bone graft. Yes, I go to dentist camp, so I'm a little worried because my dentist is just baked to the moon at all times.
Talking about you know what would be cool if the Ultimates had a real Indian and he just started killing people.
What if our entire universe is just a molecule in the chair of a giant's universe? Yeah, I've been high too. Okay, like
Yes.
I understand.
But what about my face, Dennis? Is it gonna?
What about my fucking tooth?
You want some more nitrous, man? I'm gonna have it hit myself.
So Barry, you freak people out. People were surprised to see you on the Aficionados last week. They thought you like had steel contraptions in your face or something.
No. Why would they think that?
Because you put it out on social media. It sounded like you went through like all this surgery and stuff.
I did. It was pretty intense. Like it was on the inside of like my gum line, and then it was intense for me. It's the most intense surgery I've ever had.
Oh, that's weak, man.
And then I had to be all set up. Well, I can't help it if I've taken good care of myself. Like I haven't. I
had a compound fracture once. They had to put me under to put it back because it was broken so badly.
My foot this year that's the first bone I've ever broken in my life, which is weird because I have thrown myself off of things. I have fallen from great heights, but fortunately, I always landed on my head. So I've never really injured.
I did that too, and I broke my fucking head.
You need a thicker skull, Doc, like me.
Yeah. So we did get the end of One World Under Doom this week. It's not supposed to be a major topic, but I think Sully is probably the only other person here that read that, right?
No, I didn't. I avoided it like the plague.
You read all Marvel comics.
I did not this week. It wasn't in the homework. I didn't have to, so I didn't.
I'm the only one that read it.
Pretty much. I don't even know what happened. So this.
Tommy, did you read it?
No. No, I'm more of a DC guy anyways, so I haven't.
It's the big Marvel event. We're all,
and nobody cares.
I am surprised Sully didn't though. So like a week or two ago, Sully's like, "Yeah, I read like 78 Marvel books every week."
Something like that. You know what? And sometimes, some weeks I'm not required, and then it's so funny that
no one has ever required you to read 70 Marvel.
No
books,
one said you had to read
you
Jet the Land Shark. You just did it.
I'm starting to think the reason Sully's so happy is because he's delirious, not because he's great.
I read that many fucking Marvel books these days, and I just go insane.
Listen, I broadcast from my garage, and I have to leave my car running and the door closed in order to keep warm in here. So I don't know what the problem is, kids.
Man. So I'm the only one that suffered through One World Under Doom.
Yeah, fucking glutton for punishment here.
Well, it's the big bit.
So
and you know what the crazy thing is? You get to the end, it's not over.
Of course.
Of course not.
Of course, yeah.
There's like the will of doom is written inside of his mask, and I guess Reed Richards is the executor of the will.
Oh my God!
It has the will inside the mask, but it doesn't show you like the final word of what he has to do, and that will be revealed in the will of doom from Chip Zdarsky.
Who gives a shit?
Oh,
I'm not sure. Then we get to
gay and lame.
We get to Dungeons of Doom. Yes. Weird.
I would have liked it better if Doom just had a piece of paper folded up like Ron Swanson on Parks and Rec. That, his will is just, I bequeath all of my worldly possessions to the man or the beast who has killed me. And then Ben is like, what are these symbols at the bottom? And Ron goes, the man or beast who kills me will know.
I have to review that for the backers exclusive review this week. I don't know what I'm going to say. There's nothing happens in the book.
You're going to say, what did you expect with an event by Ryan North? Friends don't let friends read Ryan North.
Well, no, I mean, it was Doom taking over the world. It was supposed to be a big deal.
Can you guys?
It should be a big deal. But why is it? Why would we want to see how Doom took over the world? Why would we want to see that?
What does his constituency think? Are they disappointed with his?
That's part of the issue. Half the people are upset that he abdicated the throne or whatever, and then the other half are happy that he's gone. No. So the worlds are still at odds.
That sounds on the nose.
I believe he's a Trump stand-in. Is what I think.
Oh no shit!
What in 2025 with Bush in the White House?
Look, this is can you all put yourself, everybody on the panel, everyone listening, everyone in the chat, put yourself in the mind of 12-year-old you reading comics. Well, Wes, you weren't reading comics at 12, but all the rest of us that were. Put yourself in the mind of 12-year-old you. And there is an event with Dr. Doom taking over the world and ruling the world, and you don't give a fuck to finish.
It was too expensive. I couldn't afford it. I mean, I only get I can spend funny books on the pocket change I find in the couch.
Imagine being told, hey, Dr. Doom's going to take over the entire world. That's going to affect every book in the Marvel universe, like back in the day. And you would have been like, oh my God. And then imagine telling yourself, and it's going to be so boring. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing of interest. Oh, and by the way, the stand-in for legal immigration, vampires. What?
That did happen. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, I did too. And the whole debate thing too between Doom and Reed on TV.
That's awful.
And it was that was probably for me the high point of it, because it reminds me of the stuff I watch on YouTube. All the you ever watch whatever with Andrew Wilson stuff?
Yeah,
that stuff is fascinating me. It's boring half the time.
Wait, were there dumb whores in the debate too?
Yeah. Look, you 304. Yeah. Dr. 304. That's next.
Okay, I've seen clips of that podcast. Why is there always a girl in a helmet just sitting looking sad?
No idea, dude.
Yeah, whose girlfriend is that? It's just got dragged along and just wants to be anywhere else. And they're like, here, wear this helmet. She's just
and look pissed.
Can we get you to wear a helmet and look sad for the show? It sounds like it'd be an interesting visual.
Well,
it's like it's like a Roman. It's like a Roman centurion helmet too.
Oh, so it's got the mohawk and all that?
No. It's like a World War I German style helmet with the spike on the top.
Oh, that's completely different.
Dude, yeah.
So you're a Weimar.
Yeah.
So that was not the only bad news. I guess maybe it's kind of good news. Well, One World Under Doom isn't over, so I guess it is bad news. But there was more bad news on the way this week, Dylan. Batman and Robin, which I think is unequivocally the best series at DC right now, canceled at 30 issues. I told you about this a couple months ago that I had a source that told me that was going to happen. It turned out they were right.
It's unfortunate because it is the best ongoing at DC, and I'm really excited with what's been going on with the second arc. And man, it getting canceled. That sucks. Hopefully they give because he's on Book of L, and that's a limited series. So hopefully they give him another ongoing after this.
I assume that Shadow of the Bat is replacing it. There's going to be a Shadow of the Bat book. And I was like, hey, maybe PKJ will do that one. But I'm told it's going to be Mariko Tamaki.
Why?
Because they have to give gigs to women. There's this.
She knocked it out of the park with that whole Harley Quinn story, right?
That wasn't
the story everyone asked. It's not that bad because it's 2 pages.
Yeah, exactly. And it has that delicious Amanda Connor art. But it was better than the Constantine one.
No, the Constantine one was way better. But who at DC was like, you know what the people are clamoring for? A Harley Quinn Hulk crossover where they fight like irradiated hot dogs. That's what people want. Like that. Some of these crossovers, I'm so confused.
That's a
on how
Harley
people are
story,
like,
not a Hulk story.
yeah,
And not a good Harley story. The lame ass, stupid version of Harley that we
yes,
have now.
the post Deadpoolification of Harley.
Yeah. So he's not going to be doing the Shadow the Bat story, unfortunately, because I'm loving what he's doing. I want to see more of the Quiet Band and this iteration of Damian and Bruce's relationship. It's fantastic.
It's one of my favorite comics this year.
It's
in my top 5.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. That sucks.
Yeah. So apparently they're going to be wiping out like almost all their C and D list titles and replacing them. What we've seen with Next Level is only half of it. There's going to be like another 8 books or 10 books or something also announced. Maybe those come out in like April or something, but they're kind of wiping the slate clean on everything underneath like all their big titles. And apparently Batman and Robin's one of them.
That's unfortunate.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not cool. You guess why you can't have nice things in comic books. If it was absolute Batman and Robin, it'd fucking keep going because it'd be selling good.
And there would also be somebody kicking a baby into the river again.
It wasn't a baby. It was maybe a
Toddler.
Toddler.
It's a little
preschool
person
or something.
Kicking a baby, that's beyond the pale. A toddler, I've wanted to kick a few toddlers.
It didn't even look human. Who cares?
the ghost of Billy
It
Botty.
definitely looks more like a Star Wars character than
Yeah, it looked like a
Batman.
Twi'lek. Yeah.
Like when I saw the Superman movie, I'd have punted baby Joey. Look at that thing.
Yeah, actually.
So we do have some people. Who's talking now? We got Sam Romero 21. Hey guys, I posted that I got laid off 2 weeks ago. Happy to say I found work again. Thanks for all the advice. You all rock, and I love your comics show.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Awesome,
when I first glanced at that in the chat, until you read it, Wes, I thought he said, I got laid 2 weeks ago and I got a new job. I was gonna be like,
hey, who's on fire?
Always be closing, my friend. Coffee is for closers.
That is great news, dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I hope, and not only do I hope that you enjoy the job, I hope it pays better than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That way you can
Apparently,
stick it to the guy that laid you off.
It's harder to get work now because so many people take resumes and applications online and everything. Yeah. Any job opening gets like 5,000 applicants or whatever. So everything I'm reading says you have to go to the company and like meet somebody to actually get an interview nowadays.
It's literally going back to the 1980s of like walking in and sneaking in to hand your resume to somebody, because between the absurd amount of applicants, the AI that just starts weeding out basically everyone, and then the 17 fucking interviews you need to get before they decide, oh, we're not even going to keep this position. And trying to identify which positions are actually fake positions. Like they have them open, but there is absolutely no interest. They have no intention of ever actually filling it because of weird things with the way that the government works and the labor participation rate. There's an incentive to essentially create fake roles that you have available in order to but you never fill.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. If you want to work somewhere, you got to go in there, meet somebody, see if you can get a lunch or something.
Yeah,
have it in, because there are so many nameless faces.
I'm a chef, and like you can see a posting somewhere on one of the many chef sites or even Craigslist. What you do, you show up, you go in the back door when the store's not open, and you talk to the chef, and then you
start
do
cleaning some dishes.
Yeah, well, what you do literally, we call it a stagiaire, where it's like you work for a few hours. You agree to work for a few hours for free because what you're doing, that's your resume. You're showing your skill set to the chef. He's going to have you do menial tasks to advanced tasks, and he's going to evaluate you on the spot, and that's your audition.
Are you telling me there's like a chef subculture in America?
Yes. Oh, yeah. We run the world, actually. People get hungry like 3 to 4 times a day. It's amazing and consistent. And we love people that don't know how to cook. Because we keep each other alive. We're like the Gungan and the Naboo. We form a symbiotic circle.
You imagine showing up to Sully's job, and next thing he's using all this food jargon and stuff. You can't even understand what he says.
No, I like that you show up to Sully's job and he's giving you Star Wars references. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Guichioki says, what's a Thanksgiving dish that's always at Thanksgiving dinner for you guys, but isn't traditionally considered Thanksgiving? Jollof rice for me.
Ham, like spiral cut ham, like a glazed spiral cut ham. That's usually more like Easter food, I guess,
Easter.
around here. But still, I mean, like my family seems to serve that, or like some baked manicotti or baked ziti or something.
Oh,
Along with the turkey. Also ribeye, like a ribeye roast. That's a good idea too.
nice beef tenderloin. Just something. Turkey sucks.
This year, we got our hands on a turkey, and we're gonna bake it up and all that stuff. So it'll be my first Thanksgiving with turkey in like 8 years.
Great.
But we're also gonna have like a roasted pork belly, like whole that you chop into pieces. And that's the second meat option that we're gonna have, and it's gonna be delicious.
Yeah,
and it's gonna have all the crackling of the fat. You know what I'm talking about? Sully?
Yeah, I mean, like
perfect.
It's like you turn the best way to cook a turkey kind of is like upside down for the first half of your cook time. It's all dependent on how heavy the bird is, but by cooking it upside down,
6
all
kilos.
the fat, all the fat and juices go to the breast, and then halfway through you turn it right side up, and then crank up the heat a lot so you get the skin crispy, and you can put butter underneath the skin, and that helps get it even more.
I've seen where they put toothpicks with butter on the top of them that pierce the skin, and the butter drains underneath of it.
Wow.
You guys are making me think that there's ways to make turkey not suck.
Yeah.
Yes. I love turkey, but I don't eat the breast because I don't like white meat. So I'm not going to be distributing the juices from the lovely dark meat parts of the turkey.
Think of the children. Think of the children.
They can put gravy on it. You know what I mean? I'm not touching it. I'm taking the whole leg.
And Thanksgiving's coming up, so hit
This
those,
week, dude.
Yeah, hit those. You got any culinary questions? Hit me in the chat.
Dylan, what's going on with your Thanksgiving? Are you going to be bringing some dim sum or something?
Oh, well, where's that coming from?
Your girlfriend's fucking Chinese, dude.
Yeah, so she only makes Chinese food, dude. You can't be saying that in 2025. What are we doing here, Wes?
Damn.
My wife is Asian, man. I told you we're bringing
The
Asian
old
food.
go-to. Can't be.
My bad. I assumed. Like I got pot stickers, yo. What are you doing?
Bring up no.
He's like, hey, Dylan, you guys, you got an Asian girlfriend. You guys have a dog.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to go. Like, start doing something.
Come on, Wes. 2025 with Bush in the White House. Like this.
I'm sorry for offending you and your relationship, Dylan. You can still answer the question. Maybe you're bringing, I don't know, baked fish.
No, I make the mac and cheese and I make the apple pie, and that's what I bring.
Well, apple pie is not traditionally like a Thanksgiving dish. It's more supposed to be pumpkin pie. So I'll give you the apple pie. That's not always a Thanksgiving favorite, right?
I thought it was pretty traditional, but yeah, we generally don't really go outside the box on Thanksgiving. It's mostly.
Have you thought about asking your girlfriend for pot stickers just to change things up a little bit?
No.
There's
a time and place for that in Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Do you do your apple pie a la mode? Do you throw a scoop of vanilla on there?
Yeah, I'll throw some vanilla on it. That or whipped cream, yeah.
Yeah, so good. Doc, what are you bringing that's weird to the party?
Myself.
Yeah, Doc is definitely not a traditional Thanksgiving flavor.
I am. Yeah, it really isn't.
A T-shirt that says "Daddy."
Dude, that threw me for a loop, man. I wasn't ready.
No. I'm just gonna. I think we're doing all the mashed potatoes and pie. We're gonna make that here and then take it. I think we're going out to my folks, I believe, and yeah, we're doing.
You're not doing anything not traditional.
No, fuck that. Goddamn turkey Thanksgiving dinner is America's dinner.
Well, yeah, but it's a spread. You bring in different things.
Yes, but it is turkey, pie, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, corn, green beans.
I'm doing green bean casserole, dude. Love it.
I'm not a huge fan. I just don't like casserole. So
Thanksgiving aficionados.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Tommy strikes me as a guy that brings foie gras to the party or something
Foie
really
gras.
fancy.
Ooh,
No, my wife's Mexican. We do tamales.
nice.
Boom! You can't say that because it's racist, dude. Dylan, get your ass.
Actually, she doesn't do that, but I thought that would be funny.
Yeah, see, Wes, you assumed instantly.
said
Took
it.
his joke. You took his joke as being serious. I can't-
Tommy's got a shirt that says Poppy.
Dude, I used to do Thanksgiving with my buddy Eduardo, and
we
he would
do
always have
tamales.
just like tortillas that were like heated up and everything, and you just throw everything in a tortilla. And you just have like Thanksgiving burritos, man. It was delicious.
It's incredible. Yeah. No, we do tamales. I was just joking, but yeah, tamales are bomb.
Oh, absolutely. Tamales are amazing.
Oh.
That was the best thing about San Antonio.
Yeah.
You get a fresh like dozen tamales on the way to work.
Yeah. They're hitting the streets right now. You can buy them everywhere. It's a great time.
Yeah, there's a bunch of street carts like all throughout my entire neighborhood. It's like tamales, and I'm always like, "Ooh, tamales!" And then I'm like, "I don't know what your kitchen looks like." Like the nervousness sets in. But I was fortunate. I did my one of my dental hygienists. Sorry, I got to take my antibiotics. One of my dental hygienists was like, "Oh, my family owns a Mexican bakery that's right up by the Target, and they've got like tamales." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna go get myself some Thanksgiving tamales."
You have not had a good tamale unless you're standing in a Food for Less parking lot buying it from a little old lady in a shopping cart. I'm telling you, you're having your life, man.
They're just thrown in the shopping cart.
You bring the tamales to the Thanksgiving dinner? What do you do that's outside the norm, Aaron?
We have lefse. So that is that's a Norwegian. It's almost like a tortilla, and so you just put some butter on it.
But it's made out of dried fish.
Yeah, because I always go to Marie's families for Thanksgiving. No, it's not dried fish. It's
potato? Is that what?
yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking of? Yeah.
exactly right.
Oh,
Yeah.
laksa.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's called lefse in
Oh.
so it's Yugoslavian. So Marie's family is part of her family is from Yugoslavia. So yeah, we have that every year.
There you go. Federico de la Casa. I've read the finale of One World Under Doom. It's not the finale that is bad, but the execution of the whole event. The journey is more important than how you finish it.
I don't know. I think you got to finish strong.
Yeah, you got to finish strong. It's like I've been cringing at these open-ended cliffhanger endings for a long time. Like, do you remember Forever Evil by Jeff Johns way back in the New 52 day? I thought that was amazing. And then you hit that last page and you're like, fucking Jesus, what the fuck? I mean, just please. I mean, like, I get it that it's a perpetuation. It's a publication stunt to get you to keep buying the books. But what about storytelling? And the literal closure means like you tie the story up in a nice little bow and you give it as a present to the reader.
One of the first big line-wide crossovers was Inferno. And when Inferno ended, I couldn't wait to read all the books and see the ramifications of Inferno and where things went from there. And that's not the case anymore, even though they're trying to set me up for the next event. With each event, I'm not interested because your event didn't catch me. It didn't mean anything. You didn't spend any time building it. One World Under Doom came out of nowhere. There was no
Blood Hunt.
Yeah.
I mean,
again, it came out of nowhere.
Blood Hunt's ending was the cliffhanger that sets up the next event, and it's like, oh, come on.
But it
Which
didn't
also
build.
came
There
out
was
of
no.
nowhere.
Like, look, your story has to build and then you have to finish strong. Otherwise, it's not memorable. Otherwise, it doesn't stick with people. I mean, there's two ways to be memorable, to be awful or to be great. If you're lukewarm, nobody cares. It won't be remembered. It won't be liked, and we'll move on.
It's like
And
having
in a
the
year,
best deviled eggs at Thanksgiving.
Oh,
You get no credit. They're deviled eggs.
do you make good deviled eggs, Wes? Is that what
Of
you're
course I
saying?
do.
And you're
Yes, I
saying that
do.
you don't get enough credit? Like, all right, everybody in the chat.
They're deviled eggs.
All right, everybody in the chat praise Wes for his deviled eggs. He doesn't get enough
Even
love.
good deviled eggs isn't as good as bad pizza. Come on.
Oh no! If I get to an event and there's like deviled eggs on the charcuterie table, I'm posting up.
The deviled eggs.
That's where you will find me. Is I'm just sitting in front of that tray of deviled eggs.
You know what you do? You pull some chicken and you mix it up with buffalo sauce. and you mix that in with your egg yolk mixture, and then you fill the egg, so you have like a buffalo, and then you drizzle some
What
ranch
you're
or blue
explaining
cheese
is how
dressing.
to put 4 hours into deviled
Mm.
eggs and still have them be
Oh, I'm talking
unmemorable.
about making
Sully.
memorable appetizers like
No,
buffalo
wait.
chicken.
Everybody-
Sully's talking about an elevation.
These are
Take
elevated deviled eggs. Are like, fuck
Mm.
it, just give me the turkey
And
anyway.
then you'll
I
be
don't.
farting the next
No,
day,
like-
and then you can giggle. All right, that's why I love deviled eggs.
Dylan,
Sully's
you
like-
know that I'm right, correct? That deviled eggs
Yes.
are easily forgettable, even if they're good.
100% agree, but also I hate deviled eggs.
Oh wow.
You're fine. I like eggs. You don't like eggs?
I like eggs, not deviled eggs. I always found deviled eggs nasty.
Dylan's like, I'm a good Christian boy. I will have no deviled eggs.
That was
Get
that was my
behind-
mom. That was my
Behind
mom's
the
go-to at like church potluck when she'd bring deviled eggs, and everyone loved them, clear them out. Me and my siblings hated them.
Maybe
What
I'm
about
wrong on
deviled
the
eggs?
deviled eggs. Maybe they were asking for mom's deviled eggs for years.
Maybe they were asking for Sully's, like with a little ground up, some buffalo sauce. That's an elevation, man.
And,
Hot wing.
if you
Sully's like,
take
let me take this thing that's perfect and
Yeah.
make it even more perfect.
Okay, and here's another one. You take a can of tuna fish, you drain it, and you crumble it up, and then you mince up some pineapple and some cilantro, and you mix that into your egg yolk mixture. That's fabulous. Sweet, salty, savory, all together at once. Thanksgiving aficionados. Once a year.
My brother made deviled eggs, and he didn't realize you sprinkle paprika on the top,
Mhm.
so he used seasoning salt.
Ooh.
No,
Oh, then I'd be in
That'd
the
interesting
Dylan camp.
flavor.
Yeah, I'd be in the Dylan camp where I would
really
be like, I
salty
hate
eggs.
these.
the devil part of it will chap your lips, dude.
Yeah, not good. Horatio Mantooth, hi, Critical. How do you feel about the anti-white absolute Batman? Also, any truth about Kelly Sue DeConnick will be writing a transitioning Wolverine arc? I'm assuming transitioning means like trans. I've never heard
No,
that.
I think he means like in between two important creators, there'll be a Kelly Sue arc.
I think it would be funny to see them just keep trying to cut Wolverine's dick off. And keep failing.
It
just
grows
keep
back.
growing
It's
back.
canonical. It's happened several times.
I haven't heard
already.
either of those rumors. But
Listen.
I mean, what's his face isn't leaving. Saudi Ahmed is on the book once Shadows of Tomorrow starts.
Yeah.
Now,
They were
if
going to
he-
replace it.
wish
They
he'd
would have replaced
leave.
it.
Mm,
It
If
has not been a
Logan-
good, memorable Wolverine.
mm.
I think it's funny that they got him off Daredevil. They're like, he's off Daredevil, and everybody's like, yay! And then they're like, and now it's written by Stephanie Phillips, and everybody goes, oh.
Yeah. Now, as
So,
far as the anti-white absolute Batman, I am assuming that's in reference to the annual from Daniel Warren Johnson. After the ice thing, I don't buy Daniel Warren Johnson books, so I didn't read it. But I think you did, right, Dylan?
Yeah, I read it.
I
What
read
did you think? Was it an anti-white absolute Batman?
No, it wasn't an anti-white one because part of the people they were all going after are white people. Like a bunch of people in the homeless camp are white people. I wouldn't say it was anti-white. No.
I would just say it's the continual over exaggeration of the amount of white supremacists.
I mean,
It
that
was
is
a supply
true.
and demand issue. Yes.
yes.
Yeah, no, maybe maybe that's a legit thing he's pointing out, that because the personal polemics of these creators and their insistence upon mixing it up with the product. Well, this is what we're thinking now.
Yeah,
But
but that wasn't why I didn't read it. It was just because
Yeah, I'm off the
my
Daniel
stance on
Warren Johnson.
DWJ. I'm
Yeah.
off the DWJ
I'm off
bandwagon. Did you get to check it out, Tommy?
Yeah. I thought it was actually okay. I didn't sense any of that in there, and even kind of the message within the book. It seemed like he was trying to say that although a lot of these things in his eyes are going on, violence and taking matters in your own hands isn't the right thing to do. So,
Man, that's a really strange message for a Batman book.
oh, agreed. But,
Especially an Ultimate Batman book.
yeah. I mean, that's what it was. That's the message that I got out of it, but I didn't think it was a bad story.
yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a pretty fun book. Crazy balls to the wall action book.
For sure.
And it was the origin of the Batmobile, right?
Mm,
It was supposed to be. That's what they said it was going to
I
be.
think so. I can't remember. I don't
mean-
remember. I think if he like might just get on that dump truck, and that was kind of like that was it. It wasn't that big of a deal. The backup story was good too. Like the home invasion backup story. I like that too.
And then we've got Marvel 2099, aka Future Flare, member for 3 months. You can be a member of Comics Aficionados and support us there. Links in the video description. We also have Patreon as well. Hello, everyone on the panel chat. Back from Orlando to classic British weather. If you've been to Orlando, what is your favorite thing to do or your favorite ride to go on?
My favorite thing to do in Orlando is leave.
What?
I'm not. Look, if I'm going to Florida, I don't want to be in a landlocked area. Sorry, I want to be at a beach. Now,
Okay.
Now,
what's yours, Aaron? You
epic-
love Disney World. What was your favorite ride? Is it Universal? Is it Disney?
Oh, I was miserable in Orlando because it was at midnight. It was like 100 degrees and the humidity was like 90%.
Yeah.
Like every
Dude,
time.
you're not going to make it here in the Philippines.
No.
No, dude, no, I definitely won't. I hate humidity. I hate the heat.
You can see it makes your hair curl. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I would walk out of the hotel all freshly showered and feeling good, and immediately feel like I needed to get right back in the shower. It was just like. I saw a guy in a Chewbacca costume who had to walk from the hotel. He had to for some reason, he put the costume on in his hotel and was walking to the convention center. And man, by the time that guy got to the convention center, I'm surprised he didn't die, but he stunk. Like, I was like, if this is how Wookiees smell, no wonder the Empire, wanted to subjugate.
All right, Aaron, what was your favorite thing, though?
Leaving, like Doc said. Yeah, getting out of there was my favorite thing.
Tommy, you've been to Florida. You got 4 girls. You had to go there, right?
I've been to Florida. I've been to the Epcot Center, but I've never been actually into Disney World. My wife is a huge Disney fan, so she had an annual pass in SoCal, and she's made the flight with my girls to Disney World. They enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't want to go.
Good.
They enjoyed it, but to Aaron's point, they said you just sweat all day long.
Yes.
You couldn't escape it, couldn't find it. So they just went at a bad time, right? Like July or June or somewhere around there. They went miserable. Mm-hmm. But they enjoyed Disney World.
Yeah, Future Flare, he's from Britain. Even in November, he's probably sweating it up,
no,
guys are used to temperate climates.
The problem with Disney is it's a much more of a looking at shit park than a doing shit.
It's crowded.
Well, it's absurdly crowded, but there's nothing to fucking do. You just look at
there's
stuff.
Fucking rides everywhere. There's so many experiences.
There isn't.
What are you talking about?
No, there's experiences. There are not rides at Disney. It's over. You got to go over to. You got like 2 rides at Epcot. There are like no rides in Disney. That's the point.
I don't like the fact that it's like divided into so many worlds. Oh, here, pay this price and you get these 4 rides, and then you have to pay again to go over to these 4 rides. I'm in California. We have Disneyland. You get everything for one extraordinary, expensive price, but you get everything.
Did you go the one with the what was it? The killer whales?
No.
What is that one?
I don't know what you're
the one that's in San Antonio with the killer whales. They had to get rid of them. SeaWorld. They have a SeaWorld in Orlando, right?
We have a SeaWorld in San Diego.
Or
no, it
might be in Tampa.
Orlando.
I remember if it's in Orlando or in Tampa. I can't remember.
SeaWorld was in fucking like Akron.
There's SeaWorlds all over the place, Doc.
That's why it's a world, Doc. Yeah.
Sorry, Marvel 2099. Nobody's cooperating.
I'll say, hold on. You didn't ask me, dude. I lived in Florida for 19 years. You didn't say
the youngest one.
Hello, Dad.
I forgot you lived in Florida.
There's a Regal had the biggest IMAX in the state is in Orlando. It's 6 stories tall and it's awesome. That's where I'd say go. Go see a movie in IMAX there.
What did you see on that?
The first movie I saw there was Dark Knight Rises, which was cool because even though the movie's not great itself, Nolan shoots a lot in IMAX, so you get the full aspect ratio. So that was
cool.
That was really cool.
There we go. RDV wants to know, is the McRib overrated? No, the McRib is properly rated. It's an epic fast food option that's out there that's seasonal. It's amazing.
So, hey, I now this is just poor memory from my youth. Didn't the McRib used to be like way back in like the 80s? Wasn't it an all the time thing?
Yeah, it was a regular item.
It was, yes.
Okay. And it wasn't until like the 90s or early 2000s that they started making it a seasonal. Okay,
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure because I'm every time the McRib's coming back, I'm like, I'm trying to. I could have sworn when I was a kid it was always there.
When
So
are they bringing back the McDLT? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Screw that. The McRib is an epic option, in my opinion.
McRib-
Any type of rib sandwich. Yes.
Until they put that sauce on it, it is gross. Like, look at that patty.
You don't
That
get to
thing is
judge it
gray.
without the sauce. It comes with the sauce, Aaron.
Oh, no. They forgot to put sauce on mine once, and I took that bread off. I took one bite and I was like, what the? I took that bread off, and it is just a gray, like, patty of just God only knows what mashed together. Oh. There were no,
Dylan,
there were
you like
whatever's
the
in that
McRib,
patty.
right?
There were no
Yes,
bones.
McRib
There were
rules.
no
McRib
bones
is
in that meat.
amazing. You get the pickles, you get a little bit of onion on there, right?
It's a good sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's made
Overrated
partially
or
As a
from Mass.
sandwich,
It used
Well-
to be. I don't trust it anymore.
I mean, the
Broke my
sandwich
trust.
idea itself. I mean, your ingredients, your bread, and everything. It's a classic combination. But the way that McDonald's executed, it's garbage. All right, so
It's-
stick
whoa.
with the Big Mac. Stick with the double QP with cheese. Stick with your strengths.
No, it's not garbage.
Sully's gonna be saying they add like tuna and buffalo sauce
Yeah,
to make it
it's-
better. Don't listen.
No. What you gotta do is roast a can of tuna.
I like that Dylan took two pieces of different recipes and put them together to make something extra
And then you
disgusting.
Thanks.
That's great.
throw
Man.
some fucking liquid nitrogen and you pound it into pieces and you sprinkle it over the McRib as a condiment. And then it's
roasted
good.
garlic aioli, and then
All I know
smear
is
it with the brioche.
All I know is that McDonald's said they have no plan to bring the McPizza back, and people are upset.
That's like that. Speaking of Orlando, I'm pretty sure it's in Orlando where you can get the McPizza like all year round. I think that's they have like a 2-story McDonald's there, and you can always get a McPizza. So if you want it, there you go.
When I
Orlando's
was in
your
Alaska,
place.
you can get the McKinley Mac, which is
Uh-huh.
a Big Mac but with quarter-pound patties.
See, that's what I want.
It was
That's
amazing.
great. I mean,
that's fine. The Big Mac's a stolen idea anyway.
do they have the
Oh,
McLobster roll where you're from? I mean,
They
The
did.
McLobster roll.
yes, this is
All right,
real.
we're going into farcical.
Can I get the
territory now.
McMignon? I'd like the McMignon, please.
Jagger 2, Jeremy Adams is my creator this year, made my favorite Green Lantern hero, has been great in his Starbreaker story was great. Worst creator, Leah Williams. What do you think on that one, Tommy? I know you're a big Green Lantern fan. I really enjoyed Jeremy Adams' Green Lantern. I think it came down a little bit this year, but was still really good.
I love it. I think his run has been really great for Green Lantern. It got a little convoluted with back and forth with Green Lantern Corps, but I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to see where he goes now that we are out of the Green Lantern Corps and the Starbreakers and whatnot. It'd be interesting to see where it goes, but I'm enjoying it. I think Jeremy Adams is a true fan first, and it really comes across in his writing.
I think he's been great on that. He's obviously been really good on Aquaman, and I think his Flash Gordon is like the little hidden gem that nobody's reading. It's awesome.
With Will Conrad's art, it's
Mhm.
insane. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I agree.
What do you think, Dylan? Is Jeremy Adams up there in your top 5?
He's definitely up there. He's really good. He's like when we talk about how good comics are nowadays, there's like a handful of creators that are a part of that, and he's a big part of that.
Jeff Johns, Jeremy Adams.
Yeah.
I guess Scott Snyder if you're into the absolute stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Philip Kennedy Johnson. Yeah.
Jim Zub.
Jim Zub,
So
yeah.
we love me some Jim
I think
Zub.
Jim Zub kind of gets forgotten because he's just doing Conan right now. That's like, and so if you're not reading Conan, you're not getting the Jim Zub experience. But I think he definitely needs to be mentioned because he's.
Well, he also does a lot of Savage Sword, which is obviously still
Yeah,
Conan
but I
or
mean, but
one
like
of
if
the
you're if
characters.
you're not in the Conan corner
Yeah.
of the comics universe, you're gonna miss him out on him right now.
Yep.
He's amazing. That might be my comic of the year, to be honest.
It is my comic book of the year.
Is it?
I believe so. It's number 1, and I think it's the Space Ghost and then Transformers.
Yeah, that's a good list.
I'd throw Tony Fleece in there too with Farrell.
Yes, with Farrell, yeah. I mean, Tony Fleece is doing great. And then, Robert Kirkman, a lot of stuff that he's done this year. It's incredible what he's leading at Skybound.
Oh, yeah. Skinbreaker is amazing.
Again, David Finch art is just insane.
Oh, I need to check that out. I've bought those, but I have not read them yet.
Wait till you see the art, man. You got to read it twice because you just get, I get distracted. The art and the detail in each panel is insane. So you got to kind of read it twice.
Spare Room Collections. Anyone pre-order 97 Apocalypse? 120 was a little steep. Looks awesome though. Also, dream team of current creators for Marvel DC crossover. And what characters? I would love to see Adams and Klein work on Swamp Thing Apocalypse. That'd be fun.
Be interesting.
Did you pre-order that one? How am I screwing names up? Aaron, you're obviously a Victoria aficionado.
Did you forget my name?
Jim. Somebody was talking about Jim in the thing, and I had Jim on the mind, I guess.
Well, I've certainly hurt myself enough this year to qualify for junior Jim status. But yes, I did pre-order the Apocalypse, and I pre-ordered the Mephisto, and like I'm a sucker for some of that stuff. So
you haven't got it yet?
No. With some of this Hasbro stuff, like they're doing these like limited release.
Was this HasLab?
No, it's not HasLab. They're doing like direct like releases. Because then they get to keep more of the money. They don't have to cut the,
and they can order it to order number instead of having to guess how much
so that Doc doesn't get a chance to buy it at Ollie's, or I don't have a chance to buy it at Ross. So that's kind of how it's going. But and then they do it for like projects that are maybe like too big or too controversial. So like obviously it's they want to avoid putting out a devil figure into retail, like so Mephisto. You got to buy them direct. Apocalypse, that's $120 piece. How many retailers are going to go in on that? So they sell it direct. That's kind of how they're doing. But mostly it's to bump up their profits because the toy companies, both Mattel and Hasbro, are hurting right now.
All right, Dylan, what's your dream team up Marvel DC crossover? What's the team and who are the characters?
Oh, put me on the spot. I don't know, but man, Jeremy Adams just did the webcomic exclusive, which was, I don't know why they stuck him on that. Like I'm glad it was Flash and Fantastic Four, which was cool. But I don't know why they didn't put that in the actual comic.
Well,
why are we making that a webcomic?
Marvel in there.
Yeah, I got to make room for that and Hulk and Harley Quinn. Man, I always said for a while I think it would be cool if we saw Jonah Hex and Wolverine team up because you could have, a period piece there that take place in the Old West.
And Klein on that one.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to have Jimmy Palmiotti right there, Nick Klein drawing it. That'd be beautiful.
Yeah, you could do Frank Thierry on there. He'd do a good job.
Yeah. What are you thinking there, Tommy? What's your dream crossover, dude?
I don't know. It'd be fun to maybe like a Vigilante Punisher crossover. Would be kind of fun if Punisher was done right.
Batman versus Punisher would be a way to do it.
A couple straight.
We've had that.
Punisher is a killer.
Yeah,
great. Batman kills him in the end.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel, written by Grant Morrison with art by Milo Manara.
Which Captain Marvel? Marvel, or are you going with
I'm thinking, Carol? Well, I want the Captain Marvel Shazam of Thunderworld of Earth S. I want that classic, with the Marvel family and Carol Danvers. You know what I mean? But in the Warbird suit, drawn by Milo Manara.
The Warbird suit isn't Captain Marvel. That's Warbird.
Well, it's multiverse.
Well,
so we can play with things.
Let's say that the Captain Marvel suit gets obliterated off of her, and then she's standing there all sexy, covering her bits, and she has to put on the old Warbird.
So you want
as drawn by Milo Manara.
Yeah, and then or they have a uniform switch too, like in the old Superman.
You want an art germ cover of her trying to cover?
Yeah. Sure, yeah, absolutely.
That'd be nice.
Or you give me a Frank Cho,
you can give me an Amanda Connor. She's great at that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I think Dan Moore is the best artist, so I'd want him to stick around, even though obviously he just did the Deadpool Batman book. And then, so I guess you have to have a Marvel writer. I don't think there's a good Marvel writer right now, but I'll think that PKJ is considered a Marvel writer, so I'll throw them two together. And what characters would I want them to do together? Well, obviously Hulk and Superman would be cool. How about this Hulk and Damian Wayne? Huh? That could be fun. No, no one likes Damian but me.
I want Amadeus Cho and Damian
like
Wayne.
Damian. I just don't
annoying.
His interaction with Hulk. That's.
I'd like Damian.
He hires Hulk to try and kill Bane for killing Alfred.
There you go.
As long as he As long as
But
Bill's
in
on
Hush
his-
2, they're buddies. What do you
That
mean?
is
Damien
true.
brought Bane around.
Alfred and Jarvis,
Well,
the
that's-
original
that's
butlers, team up
Dylan-
finally.
Dylan, that's only because Jeff Loeb has no idea that Bane killed Alfred because he hasn't read a comic in 20
Fair
years.
point.
And it wouldn't come out for 8 more months. So let's. Sorry, that's a
Question for the panel: who's your favorite comic character, and what is that character's best story? So my favorite comic character is Exo-Man of War, and the best Exo-Man of War story I've ever read is the issues 1 through 14 of Robert Venditti and Kerry Nord on
2020.
the Valiant 2012 relaunch.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So I think I know yours, Dylan. It's going to be Superman and Up, and Away.
Yep, correct.
So you got a number 2. Who's your second favorite character?
Oh man, second favorite. It used to be Deathstroke, and
All
then
right, what's
they've
your
just.
favorite Deathstroke story?
I mean, for City of Assassins is really good. That might be my favorite pure Deathstroke story. But Judas Contract is obviously like the best. But that's Deathstroke Teen Titans. But as far as like pure Deathstroke, could probably be City of Assassins or Full Cycle.
Very nice. Doc, what's your favorite character and story, dude? Or is he out of here? He's probably choking down a heater, isn't he?
I don't know.
He
I
is
didn't,
choking down a heater.
He's
I
in
didn't even
flavor
get asked.
country.
I didn't even get asked what my team up was, so I don't know.
All right, Sparrow. Who's your
So
favorite
now-
character?
No,
and
it's
what's the
fine. You
book?
thought I
What's
was.
the
You thought
story?
I was Jim. You're just not even going to me.
Quit your bitching. I got skipped over for best Disney there, kid.
Well, obviously, your answer for best Disney would have been I'd like to see Aaron Sparrow and James Silvani back on Darkwing Duck, which is also my favorite team up on a character. But you know what? I this is going to be a weird, unconventional choice, but I want to see Nightcrawler and Nightwing, and I want to see it drawn by Alan Davis, and let's have Jeremy Adams write it because then it'd be fun.
All right. So, what's your favorite comic book character in the best story?
So this is just kind of my favorite comic book character is Captain America, hands down.
That was going to be Snake Eyes.
Roger Stern had some good stuff. Now Captain America is my favorite comic book character. And this is not like a story that's like, it's this life-changing story that like all resonated through all of comics. But I love the Bloodstone Hunt and I love Streets of Poison. That was just a really good time to be reading Cap. If you want just like pure comic book action and giving you a bunch of stuff that you'd like to see, Streets of Poison was it, because you had Bullseye come back. You had and if you were a fan of Daredevil, you were like, oh shit, Bullseye's back and he's fighting Cap. And then you had Bullseye versus Crossbones. You had Daredevil versus Cap. You had Red Skull versus Kingpin. Mark Gruenwald at that time was really good at throwing characters together in ways that make sense. That single issue that he did where Magneto during Acts of Vengeance, where Magneto goes after the Red Skull, I was like, I have been waiting years to see this. So that's what I would say for my favorite.
Very nice. How about you, Tommy?
Green Lantern, probably Blackest Night. That is probably one of the things that got me to re-love comics again. I really enjoyed
Blackest Night is pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing, yeah. Might be the best event.
The last great event.
I love the Sinestro
for sure.
War. The Sinestro Corps War was the
Sinestro Corps War is dope. Yep.
The whole trilogy is great with the Rebirth, Sinestro, and then Blackest Night.
Yeah.
I was working at a toy company at the time that Blackest Night and like Brightest Day was coming out. And so we had a Diamond account. So we would always order our comics through Diamond. So Wednesday lunch was always like, here's our stack of comics. Let's sit and read. Me and Scott, the guy that like took our photos and did that kind of stuff. We'd sit down, we'd like read our books. And man, that page where you open it up in Brightest Day and Sinestro's the White Lantern and he's like, I am Sinestro, the savior of the universe. I was like, man, I love comics.
All right. So you already answered, right? Or no, you didn't.
No, my favorite comic book character is Robin, Batman's Robin, because I grew up like when Robin was still young. You know what I mean? A kid. He is now too, I guess. But Robin is a spectrum now of different characters. So my favorite story and favorite Robin story is Batman 424. This is the one where Jason Todd is Robin. And did he or didn't he push the ambassador's son off the balcony?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He's a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
Smiles, Brad. 2006.
I didn't
Warner
get
Brothers.
the answer.
Hey, you were out choking down a heater, Doc. With Warner Brothers being sold, who do you want to get it? I kind of want Universal Comcast to get it for the theme park potential. Imagine a DC theme park like the Marvel Park there, a dream come true. if it happens. I am right there with you. I think Universal would be NBC Universal would be the dream way to go, just because of the theme park potential of putting Disney World out.
A Fortress of Solitude ride, a bat cave, like a real bat cave you could walk through. Think about it, man.
I want to just laugh at the fact that Universal then has both DC and Marvel, because they have the Islands of Adventure that are still Marvel.
That's true.
Now they could do like a Hobbit land, so people like Dylan don't have to go all the way to New Zealand to finally get into a Hobbit hole.
Phrasing.
Right, Dylan? You went and saw it, dude?
Yeah. But I mean, still, it doesn't matter if they had that here. It's still good. You gotta see the legit one. That's where it was actually filmed. That's the real one.
It's not the same.
I thought Dylan was gonna come back with, I can get into a Hobbit hole. Don't you worry.
Who are you hoping wins out on this this Warner Brothers thing?
Pretty much anyone but Netflix. I don't want Netflix to get it. That would suck.
Oh God,
Would be the worst.
I'm
you have a lot of bad talent at Netflix.
I'm pulling for Universal.
It seems like they're the ones in the lead, though, right? Netflix.
Well, it seems like it's Paramount. Skybound.
I thought something happened with Paramount where they're not in the lead anymore. They kind of backed off a little. Are they back in?
No, they got new investors from the Middle East, and they're upping their
Saudi
cash.
I can't wait.
Out there.
Can't wait to see Wonder Woman in a burqa.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I would love Saudi money behind it.
They've had the Saudi money behind the UFC for years, and none of the women fight in burqas.
No, but whenever WWF goes over there, they wear all fucking
different
body
outfits,
suits.
Yeah, like neck down completely.
Yeah, for local reasons. But yeah, I hope Universal gets it. But my whole hope is that whoever acquires it cares about comic books and maybe throws a little coin into DC and allows him to, keep up the momentum. I don't think it's a good time.
Such a small percent of their total revenue. That's why we're having the issues that we have.
I mean, they've already cut down their editorial staffs to the bone and never replaced any of it.
My hope is that eventually we get decentralization of all of our fucking entertainment so that it's not only owned by 3 companies.
Yeah.
That would be the best. It's like some dudes buying DC and like, you know what? Keep the rest. We'll keep DC and we'll do some stuff with it. We need to break it apart. Like Ma Bell.
Yeah.
There's been way too much.
Or Standard Oil.
Mm-hmm. Jaguar 2, don't forget X-Men United is coming.
Oh yes. Because
you mean the flagship lesbian barista tales title didn't survive? What?
Yeah. You mean to tell me that a third X-Men title written by a jabroni is not gonna work? Oh wait, it's almost like Astonishing X-Men failed once you started putting curtain jerkers on that.
Mm-hmm.
And every other fucking third well, it's beef curtain jerkers in this case.
Oh, come on, man. You don't have to be too weird. Yeah. All right, we're moving on from that one. Miles Brown. Do you guys ever think they will figure out digital? That's how I have to read my comics. Is there any path forward for digital from the big 2? Well, certainly. They almost had it figured out with Comixology until it was acquired by Amazon.
Yeah.
But it's very fractured right now. I think there's like 8 digital distribution channels in America right now, and some of them have DC, some of them have Marvel, some of them Image, but nobody has all of it. And then you have Marvel with their own version. You got DC with their own version. I think eventually they have to get it together, right, Tommy?
I mean, Global Comics is getting there. They don't have a lot of the new stuff from DC and Marvel, but they do have DC, Marvel, Image, Mad Cave. And Mad Cave has some really good titles right now. Every Wednesday, whatever hits the stores hits Global Comics at the same time. So you're up to date on a lot of the comics that are there. That's my favorite one. And then I read a lot of the DC one. But yeah, there's no one that has all of the new stuff all on one platform yet. And I'm just not sure that's going to happen anytime soon because Marvel and DC want to own their own.
Yeah, they don't want to do the Shonen Jump route where you give it a really great price and everything is available day of.
Yeah.
but we've already seen
I have
it
like
work.
the highest level at DC, and you still don't get on Wednesdays all the titles.
It's 30 to 60 days.
30 to 60 days, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, if you did it any differently, it would upset that one comic shop owner. Remember?
That's true.
I just think it's two separate consumers. I don't think it's going to affect it that much. I mean, there'll be crossover, but it's very small percent.
Not
Well, I
only-
think if anything, what we've seen with manga is that it will affect it. It'll increase sales because people will discover it digitally
100%.
and then go find their collection.
Way more positive than negative if they do that.
Yeah.
I think the other problem is, at the end of the day, it's almost like, I mean, I'm fine with multiple distributors and everything like that, but it's almost like you have to keep your digital comics in different fucking rooms of your house that you forget exist.
Yeah.
I don't think there's room for multiple digital distributors in the market. I don't think there's enough fans to support multiples. I think that's the problem.
But that's the point. I don't care one way or the other, as long as they end up into the same, reading app. That's where it needs. You need something to keep track better of what your fucking comics are, what you got, what you don't have, what you're missing.
I'm talking about like a subscription model, like Shonen Jump, where you get everything.
Owning digital, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think owning digital is the future of anything.
No, owning digital never was, but at the same time,
I don't want to pay the same price for a digital comic as.
No, you shouldn't have to. And even in the independent sphere, like we released a digital copy of, we offered a digital copy of Kneel Before Doomface, and I will continue to offer digital copies. And people were like, oh, but they're going to get pirated and they're just going to get put up on the sites. I'm like, okay, well, the people that pirate were never going to buy it anyway. And maybe there are some people that'll read it on a pirate site and then go, oh, I want to own a physical copy of this, and then it'll become a customer. It's just kind of like, you can't avoid it. Otherwise, someone's just going to get it and they're going to scan it and put it up and pirate it anyway. It's just a little bit more work for them. But either way, if it directs people back to the physical copies and wanting to own physical copies of the work, I think that digital can be very successful. But yeah, it shouldn't be the same price. It should be cheaper.
Yeah. Apex Comics 3200, Man-Thing versus Swamp Thing, make it happen. Of course, you need Aaron Lopresti on that one. Sparrow, who's writing the book?
I mean, can you get Alan Moore back?
Yeah.
That would be cool. Probably not.
No, I mean,
Sparrow on the book.
You know what? I don't. This is one of those books where I'd say I am not the right person to write that book. I think that when you try to,
you're too good to work with Lopresti.
No, I'd love to work with Lopresti on something. Love to write something that he draws. He's an amazing artist. But but Swamp Thing and Man Thing, that's not my kind of book. So I'd say, again, Jeremy Adams is a great go-to. You could probably throw Ram V on there. He wrote some pretty good Swamp Thing. Just make sure that he writes a contained story and doesn't go, I'm going to make this a 24 issue.
It's a one shot.
Slowly. It's a one shot. You got to get it done in one, Ram. And he's going to be like sweating like Jordan Peele in The GIF. He's just like sweating sport off of him. Just one book.
I nominate Stephanie Phillips for everything.
No. Smiles Brown says to question Vic Sage and Daredevil Matt Murdock.
I'd be down.
Interesting.
For that.
It'd be a good murder mystery investigative type of thing.
By the way, I hate that we have to say the question Vic Sage. I hate that we have to delineate it.
Yeah.
There is only one question, and it's Vic Sage. Get out of here with that Renee Montoya shit.
That was kind of cool in what was going on.
No.
That was all right. In my humble opinion, that was a good part of New 52. I liked that part. You know what I mean? I thought that was appropriate. Her getting mentored by Vic. The revelation of Vic is an imminent demise and wish to perpetuate his own legacy. You know what I mean? I had no problems with that.
It was just that Greg Rucka can act out his lesbian fetish.
I want Fico Ossio on that book. I think he would do amazing with like an investigative type thing. And then I would want Brubaker to write it.
Yeah.
Oh, Brubaker's a great choice. If we can't resurrect Denny O'Neil, let's get
or if you couldn't get honestly, I'd even take Bendis on it because it might get him back to his crime roots, which is where
exactly
he's far gone.
Dylan has the face we all had, like he just ate a lemon.
Yeah,
Bendis is not.
Oh man,
that Bendis is dead and buried.
I hey, there's always a chance
You got a better chance of Denny O'Neil coming back on the book than you do that. Bendis.
Yeah, I mean, there's pre-heart attack Kevin Smith, and there's post-heart attack Kevin Smith. All right, and there's nothing the twain shall meet.
No, you just made Kevin Smith cry, Sully.
I love Kevin Smith.
We got HH in the folks from Sigma Comics, Doc and Thinking Critical Team. Well, how's Doc the fucking headliner now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One shout out from me and Mr. Steranko from Big Apple Comic Con. Pre-order Green Eye Bandito today. Support indies in the Think Critical family. Happy Turkey Day.
Awesome. You get to hang out with Jim today.
Nice.
That man is so fucking cool.
Dude, he is the coolest dude. Like and so Drew and I went down and talked to him. We talked to him 2 years in a row now at New York Comic Con. It's like the main reason to go to that show is just to see Jim. So when he stops doing it, there'll be no more reason for me to go back to New York. But he shakes your hand. He has got the firmest handshake. And then at one point, I can't remember why, but he was joking around with me and he shoulder checked me. That dude is a slab of concrete. I think if he reached up to that turtleneck and he pulled it, it would like just tear away, and he would be like groundskeeper Willie underneath that thing, where he's just jacked and bronzed. Like that dude is solid.
He is. That dude is fucking just, for a very elderly gentleman, he is a specimen. Let's just put it that way. The man, and he's the nicest dude in the world. So having HH hanging out with Steranka, this fits. Awesome. Glad to hear it.
HH is so good at like just getting people on his side. It's why he's such an effective salesman. It shows that like I wouldn't be surprised if next year we're talking about HH got Steranko on a Calico cover. What the hell, man?
Congratulations. Hope you're having a good time in Big Apple Comic Con. Should be fun. And we've got Smiles Frat has gifted 5 Think Critical memberships. That's awesome. I think it goes to 5 of the people that are in the
chat.
That are in the chats right now.
That's cool.
That is so fucking
How
good.
does that work? Does that just go out randomly? Like it just,
you have to toggle it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to hit a toggle though on your YouTube page for your chats to accept a gift membership. So I know I have it tricked out that I don't accept gift memberships, but so if you want to be
you too good?
No, I would be on a lot.
You
of
don't want to
different
Think Critical membership?
I of course I do, because you get really exclusive content, and there's a really cool community tab that I just found on YouTube on the suggestions that people out in our live chat here. They suggest great titles and have pictures of their weekly polls and stuff. And I just found this. We have a huge community out there. So if you're out there and listening, be part of it today.
Very, very cool. So thank you very much. And hopefully whoever gets those, you enjoy all the stuff we're doing on channel memberships and Patreon. Very, very cool. Thank you so much. I guess we could get into the big topic of today. Last week we talked about some of the bad creators, but today it's time to talk about the very best comic book creators of 2025. Doc, I know you're not reading a lot of new comic books. I assume there's one writer on your list?
Honestly, it's probably Josh Williamson. Specifically for G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe is, without a doubt, my favorite series going right now. Honorable mention to what Joe Kelly's doing on ASM, but it's a little hit and miss sometimes. But Josh Williamson taking what he, starting with kind of this fresh version of G.I. Joe that's just an upstart organization here and trying to start building putting all the building blocks in place.
And you gotta mention Tom Riley when you're talking about G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
he's been amazing.
Tom Riley's art on this has been stellar. Every issue he's on is exceptional. And honestly, I haven't even minded the fill-ins. They're not as good as Tom Riley, but they're still really good.
Agreed.
Jordi Belair's coloring is amazing. No one ever talks about that, and I think it adds so much mood to this. Like this week's issue is amazing. I mean,
Jordi Belair. Typically, I don't like Jordi's work because everything's fucking muddy. this is one where it's not as 4-color as I'd like it to be, but this is a more grounded G.I. Joe book than A Real American Hero, but it works. It works so very, very well for this book. And so, yeah, just the way adding and introducing characters, introducing and like evolving dynamics, you kind of know where some things are going, but you're really curious on what the I guess the adventure to get there is going to be. Like, how is Mercer going to eventually turn on Cobra? Right. How is the Baroness eventually going to turn on the Joes?
Will Matt Tracker dye his hair blonde to be consistent at least with his own action figure?
So no, I think Josh Williamson takes it for me. As I said, honorable mention to what Joe Kelly's doing on ASM, and honorable mention to what Larry Hama's doing on A Real American Hero.
Sure.
Yeah.
Larry Hama's incredible.
What a comeback from Larry Hama, because that end of that is his IDW run. It was looking like he was fully out of juice.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he still got it. Yeah, Real American Hero is a lot of fun.
You give him an artist that can tell his story, and because
not just one, two. Both those artists are great.
Yeah, Paul Pelletier and Mooneyham are killing it. But the IDW run, it's like when he had Gallant on the book, he's like it's like Larry was like basically writing to Gallant's art, which is which is just like and then he got Netho Diaz for a little while. David Hedgecock, who's been on the show, he does some great books over at Fun Time Go. He put Netho on the book, and then like all of a sudden Larry was like pumped back up again. So I think, and then Gallant came back and Larry dipped again. So I think that the enthusiasm is when you see those pages coming in, and now that he's got Pelletier and Mooneyham drawn for him, man, he's knocking it out of the park.
Yeah. I also think Skybound's made a big difference with Larry Hama. Didn't he have like an interview where he talked about the respect and how much they kind of honor him and what he's done with G.I. Joe? And there was a big difference between that and IDW.
I think so. And, the fact, here's really the sad truth. On my desk here, I've got all kinds of G.I. Joe stuff. I've got, all kinds of, stuff that I've bought throughout the years. Hasbro has made millions upon millions upon millions of dollars off of G.I. Joe. And this guy who created everything for them, they can't kick that. I mean, right now they can't because, they're not doing too well. But like at the height, they couldn't kick that guy $1 million. Just like, hey, thank you for creating this multi-million-dollar multimedia giant, that we're still selling toys on to this day. I got Trouble Bubbles arriving today because they were on Black Friday sale. You know, so it's like, some of that money should go to Larry. Just if he got a penny off of every single G.I. Joe thing sold, he'd be doing great.
Well, Trouble Bubble or Pogo, Aaron?
Trouble Bubble.
Yes.
The Pogo is cool but stupid.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I think that those guys are knocking it out of the park. I think you got somebody like Jeff Loeb, who's like very 50-50 right now. He's got Batman Hush, which is, in my opinion, dumb fun. It's not good, but it's fine. But then he has X-Men of Apocalypse too. Which
last Halloween was really good. Halloween, I'll say, was really good. But he's at both ends of the spectrum. Hush 2 is abysmal. It's terrible. And then last Halloween was actually really good.
So what about you, Sully? Who's your creator of the year?
Well, I saw you bringing up that page there, that notebook.
In the tradition of one of my heroes of YouTubing, Jenny Nicholson, I've made a numbered list. I love her. And speaking about Disney parks, she's awesome. And I think that for a bunch of anti-art tourists such as us, we are blessed to realize this amount of talent that's out there, especially this year. So I'm just going to run through this list real quick because I ended up with a lot of names. When Wes sends us the topic, I'm like, oh, well, I got to write something down because just being on the spot, I'm going to miss a few people. I'm going to miss a lot of people. But the top of my mind was, along with Doc, Joshua Williamson, because of Superman, because of G.I. Joe. And those are two of my favorite books. Larry Hama, because of A Real American Hero. Jeremy Adams, because of Flash Gordon, Aquaman, GLC, and GL. But he did it. A tale in Creepshow #1, which was amazing, and that flew under everyone's radar, I think. And so go out there and pick that up from your LCS this week. Look on the shelves and grab that. Philip Kennedy Johnson for Hulk and Hell Hunters and
clipboard.
This is a clipboard. I made a numbered list. Yeah,
he's got lists.
I'm serious. You asked a question that deserves some introspection, and it deserves to be, talked about. I'm actually I'm blessed and grateful for the Marvel bullpen right now because they're consistent. I didn't read a lot of Marvel this week, but all year long. Are you kidding me? I've read hundreds of Marvel books this calendar year because they were part of just part of the thing, man. This thing of ours. And they were made available to me, and I'm happy to read these comics, and I'm happy to buy the best ones that leap out. But Ben Percy, Brian Hill, and even Jed McKay, because let's not forget Moon Knight. Moon Knight, a great title. Like Jeff Johns, Mark Miller. I mean, for outside the big two, they've had big years. I mean, we are blessed and grateful to have this amazing amount of talent out there. And for artists, Nick Klein, Jorge Corona, Dev Pramalek, who's doing a lot of work on Moon Knight, and Evan Cagle, who has just nailed it with this week's New Gods #12 in particular. We should feel blessed and grateful. We have a lot of talent, and there's a lot of good comics out there.
Juan Ferreira. Add to your artist list.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd also like to take back. I said Alan Davis for my Nightwing Nightcrawler crossover. I'd like to replace him with Joe Madeira on that.
Oh,
I think that'd be really good.
Not exactly an active creator in 2025, but you bring up Jeff Johns, and I would say, he's writing Geiger, Redcoat, Rook Exodus, and
the Hyde Street. Yeah.
And they're all
did
great.
My top 25 or 30 books of the year, I think all 4 of them would be on it. Nobody's doing more good books than Jeff Johns this year.
Yeah.
The closest one probably is Jeremy with 3 books.
And I would throw Robert Kirkman in there too.
Well, yeah, Kirkman's got what? Skinbreaker. He's got Battle
Rivals.
Beast, and now he's
Now
Void Rivals.
Transformers
Doing
goes
Transformers.
with that. Yep.
Yeah, there's been some good ones. What do you think about Jeff Johns? Is he? Do you want him to come back to DC Comics, Dylan, or are you happy with him doing his Ghost Machine stuff?
I'm happy with what he's doing at Ghost Machine. I'd love to see him back at DC, eventually. I think that'd be cool, and you could have a really nice homecoming for him if they give him the respect and as with Doomsday Clock. I know all the delays and everything, but still, just throwing that under the bus when that was such a great event and set off a nice launch pad for DC going forward, and just to throw it in the can was kind of disrespectful to one of the greats. But I love what he's doing at Ghost Machine.
What's your #1 title at Ghost Machine?
I guess I'll still go with Geiger, but just because we just got Rook back, because it's only 2 issues in going back. But it's between those 2. But I love all 4 of them are great. Hyde Street's great.
Kind of overtaken.
Redcoat's great. Hyde Street's amazing.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
You can interchange all 4 of them. I wouldn't be mad at any order you put those in. All 4 of those are great.
Do you have a #1 writer for the year?
I'd probably give it Philip Kennedy Johnson because he has, in my opinion, the best book at both Marvel and DC, which I think is really hard to do. He's got Incredible Hulk and Batman Robin. To have the best ongoing at each of the big 2, I think is a pretty incredible feat. So I'd give it to Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Hell Hunters might have been just the best thing that Marvel did.
Yeah, and Hell Hunters was great with Adam Gorham, who's really good. And also he came on for he filled in for Incredible Hulk for a bit, and he was really good because I know that was one of the things with Incredible Hulk was when Nick Klein's not on it, it's man, the backup artist, not the best. But Adam Gorham came in for an issue or 2, and he did really good as the backup artist. And then for my artist, I'd give it to Hayden Sherman because what he's doing with Absolute Wonder Woman and with Batman Dark Patterns, man, his panel layouts are crazy. I love it, and his style really fits that world of Dark Patterns. Hayden Sherman's killing it.
It feels like Dan Moore might be it's him or Juan Ferreira for me. Dan Moore is putting out more great work than anybody, but I think Juan's got like just the coolest looking book with TMNT. Obviously, it's over now.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tommy? What are your big answers on this one?
Man, that's a tough one. There's a lot of really good stuff, but I mean, Jim Zub, Robert De La Torre, Doug Bradway. Conan has just been so good. And then you have on the Conan, what's the other title? The
Savage Sword of Conan, or the
like some of the
Serpents?
stories throughout there have been great. Liam Sharp. I mean, there's just been a lot of really good artists that have been in that title and a lot of awesome stories. But I mean, Jim Zub and what he's done with Conan and kind of leading that entire team of Conan over there and just honoring Robert E. Howard. I just feel like if Robert E. Howard was alive, these are some of the stories that would be told. He's just done such a good job. I love him. I agree with Philip Kennedy Johnson to have 2 titles at 2 different major publishers, probably some of the best books at each publisher. But I got a whole list of, it's really hard to pick. Joshua Williamson, what he's doing with G.I. Joe has been
Superman
great.
as well.
Superman. Yeah. I mean, just, you go on and on and on, man. There's just a lot of really good stuff. Jeff Johns and what he's doing, 4 titles, like you said, that are just incredible. I don't know if he'll ever go like owning your own company like that. It's like an all-star team over there. Like there's really nobody bad over there. It's incredible.
Yeah, he definitely spared no expense on the artist.
No.
Just say Rick Remender's doing really good this year too.
Yes.
We got Escape and the
Escape is
Sacrificers.
incredible. Yes.
This week's Sacrifice is pretty nuts, huh?
Yeah. We got that time jump and yeah.
Like, what the hell just happened here? I think I missed something. But so you like Escape a lot. So it's like a World War II.
So good.
Yes.
Bears and dogs flying planes shit.
Yeah, it's anthropomorphic animals and the bats are the axis. So it's really cool.
So good.
I thought they were like miniature Dobermans or something. It was bats.
Yeah, it's bats. Yeah, and he gets trapped behind enemy lines. So it's intense.
It's intense.
Yeah, with was it Daniel Acuna on art? It's
Hater J just reminded me of Grommets by Rick Remender, which was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, Grommets was really good. Actually, thank you to Yul Carter at Fantastic Comics for in Berkeley for sending me those issues.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, that's like a love letter to the growing up in the 80s.
Yeah.
Chris Condon's had a good year too. I've enjoyed what he did with Green Arrow and with Ultimate Wolverine.
Even Dan Waters, man, I enjoyed Dark Patterns.
Dark Patterns great.
Nightwing, I enjoy. I thought he's done pretty good too.
Nightwing's messing with me, man. I can't get into that. Like the Circus Freak story has been going on for feels like a year and a half.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
I do like the Dexter Soy art a lot. Though.
Yes, Dexter Soy is incredible. Incredible art with Nightwing. There's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff, man.
So what do you think, Aaron? I know you're more on the indie scene. Is there like an indie, when I say indie, I'm talking about stuff that isn't being majorly published, maybe crowdfunding or whatever, that you think is the best one out there this year? Besides, before Doomface, of course.
Oh, well, yes. There's a lot of good stuff. Most of the stuff that I see is stuff that I work on or that I like trade with other guys. They're like, hey, let me read your book and they'll send me their book. I think one of the most exciting books out right now that like every time I see an image from it, I'm like, damn, is Dave Brink's Perfect 10. I think that's a really good looking book. I think that Vaughn Coleman's Phenomenova is spectacular. Obviously, we've sung the praises of Renee's Fiendish on this channel more than once. We've had Renee and Vaughn on the channel. There's so much good stuff in the indies right now. I always recommend that you go check out Wraith of God by Aaron Lopresti. And I would say that now's the time, if you have not yet jumped into the Black and White universe, to go get caught up, because Art's working on Sins of the Father right now. I co-wrote that with him, and it's the best art of like his career. His inks are just so good on this book. I'm really excited for people to see it. I think it's a sleeper, and I think people are really going to be interested when they get it. What I tried to do is I tried to bring out more personality in both the characters of Black and White. I tried to do more with their relationship. I tried to give them more of a banter between them, and I think it all came together really nice. So I would definitely say check out Black and White Volume 3, Sins of the Father, and if you've never read any Black and White, catch up on Volumes 1 and 2.
All right, keep going, Aaron. I'm looking at this card. Apparently, AL sent me a card that I didn't realize.
Aww.
Okay, we've got Brotherhood of the Wolf by Wes Aldaher, and beautiful art by Aurelio Mazzara. You got some Renzo covers and stuff in there too. That is a book that I edit. I do not write that one, but I do edit it, and that's coming together beautifully. Aurelio Mazzara, of course, does Unholy Nightmare with Drew, which is another book that I recommend that I edit. We've got the stuff over at TCM Press. We've got Silent Nights. I'm working on book 2 right now. We're getting that colored. Book 3, the art is being inked, so that's going to continue. Had a little bit of a Kickstarter disaster with that book, but moving forward, everything's going to be done through TCM's own website, so no more Kickstarter for that. So that should, no more fulfillment companies, just directly through the Comic Mint. So that should solve a lot of problems. Gosh, I'm forgetting like a ton of people. I think that there's just so much out there on the indie scene that's good to go. I've edited a couple of westerns that I don't know if they've been announced yet, but like those are going to be great. So just some beautiful artwork. Like everything that I've gotten to work on. Everybody who's come and hired me to edit their book, who's like new or they're like, I've been thinking about this for a while and now I'm doing it. I've been very fortunate. Everybody has brought me just spectacular projects. I haven't had to tell anybody no or rework this. It's not good. Everybody is like bringing top tier stuff. So the indie scene right now is I think where it's at. And and obviously Brett is here in the chat. I was just about to bring it up, but I didn't want to talk about I'm like talking about too many things that I'm writing. But Vengeance of Vincent Spector, which if you got the New York Comic-Con Doomface preview, there's a 5-page Vincent Spector preview in the back, and that is a noir book that I'm doing with Brett. Renzo's drawing it, Oscar's coloring it, so it's the Doomface team, but on a very different project than Kneel Before Doomface. So if you like The Shadow, if you like any of that old noir stuff, that's what we're going for there, and it's the first time I've ever done anything like that. So I definitely recommend checking that out. We'll be launching that next year.
Very, very nice. So Sully, who's your artist of the year, buddy?
My artist of the year is Nick Line. I can't get enough of his stuff.
You only did like 3 issues.
I know, but still, they stand out. I mean,
the panel where
he rips
Abomination rips
Banner out of
Bruce
Hulk.
Banner out of the Hulk is the best panel of the year.
Holy shit!
Crazy.
It's so great. It was great. So
yeah,
I love Nick. I'm gonna end up spending $2,000 on some Nick Klein art one of these days. I really will, because I haven't bought any original comic art ever, and I need to fix that. I'm going to frame it and put it on the wall, and because I deserve it. But it's like they're so expensive. But you know what? It is original art. It's worth it.
Yes, it is.
But going with Aaron for just 1 second about indies, Indie Darling and had a great 2025 is our friend Per Berg. I just got this in the mail the other day. Hotel Story #2. I picked up a 2-pack. And what I noticed was he's switched in print from Narwhal to his given name, Per Berg. So the days of Narwhal appear to be over. Long live Per Berg, because he did Vatican City with Mark Miller earlier this year too. And I can't wait to get into this. I love Per's stuff. He's great.
I'm definitely enjoying Mark Miller's Nemesis Forever right now.
So
but
good.
I'm even more psyched for that sci-fi crossover thing he's going to do, Tommy. We're finally going to get to see Starlight again. We're going to get to see Empress again. We're going to get to see what was the Space Girls?
Oh, now that you said that, I can't think of
Was
it.
it Sharky the Bounty Hunter? Was that in?
That'll probably be in there too. But I forget the name of that. But we're getting all those sci-fi characters finally getting together, like a big game type crossover, but in space. That'd be great.
That'll be good. I remember Mags Assaggio accusing Mark of stealing Kim and Kim, and it's like for those bounty hunter girls, and I was like, I mean, Dirty Pair is a thing, so it's like you didn't invent bounty hunter girls in space.
Definitely not. What do you think's been the best Mark Miller thing this year, Tommy?
Oh, Nemesis. I'm loving Nemesis. Absolutely love Nemesis.
Do you think he's going to live at the end?
It depends on what they're going to do with him at Netflix.
I think he has to live. He has to get away with it and set somebody up and kill someone else in his place, right?
Mhm.
Get off scot-free?
I don't think it's going away, yeah. It's so good, though.
Like, Nemesis will be dead, but the guy that's been Nemesis will make it out.
I think so. But yeah, it's just been a lot of fun, man. I love Mark Miller.
Yeah, he's winding down on comic books a little bit. It sounds like he wants to be more of a movie producer.
Yeah. I don't think he'll ever stop, though. He'll wind down a little bit, but he'll still have some stuff coming. He just loves it too much.
Well, yeah, he's got at least 2 more volumes or 3 more volumes of Psychic Sam and Concord, right?
It's a 3-part series, so the next 2 will be out. I don't know if they'll both be out next year, but at the beginning of the year, right, we'll get part 2.
Mm-hmm. So, how was Psychic Sam? Did it live up to the expectations?
It was good. I really, really enjoyed the oversized magazine one in black and white because I'm a big fan of Johnny Romita Jr. and Klaus Janson. And this is like a dream come true for me for art. I love Johnny's camera work. It's really interesting. It leaves on a great cliffhanger, no spoilers. And I'm looking forward to the next installment. And I like the story a lot. Yeah.
I got the big magazine size black and white for the Concord, but I'm a huge fan of dragons. Couldn't say no. Is that it for the best comic book creators of the year? Anybody else got anything to say?
I'd give honorable.
There's people we're forgetting. Go ahead, Sully.
Well, I'd give honorable mention to some of the girls. I noticed that my list didn't have any female names on it, and that was not on purpose for my usual misogynistic self. I mean, but Kelly Thompson has been hitting it out of the park on Absolute Wonder Woman. She really has.
But she's been killing it, and when I mean that in a very bad way, on Birds of Prey.
True.
I
know exactly.
Does that equal it out?
Does that balance out? Well, I mean, I'm me, I'm Mr. Positive, so I'm going to focus on the positive stuff. So, I mean, that's like I said Jed McKay earlier because of Moon Knight.
Well, that's a woman
does his X-Men and Avengers bring him down? His Cume score or some of Ben Percy's misses? I think Ben Percy's doing the yeoman's work. I think he makes the Marvel bullpen a better place. I loved Red Hulk. You know what I mean? I liked Wolverine. So, I mean, and he's doing those Predator verses too, which are pretty decent. And
Predator versus Black Panther is one of the worst books of the
year. But I will also give an honorable mention to Peach Momoko. We all know I have very well documented feelings about Ultimate X-Men, yet I love her art. I love, that she's given this. She was given this opportunity to present an entirely unique kind of story. A fresh start, something. It's just not my cup of tea, but there's only so much I can be disappointed with it because artistically, it's really, really well done. She does the art, she does the coloring, she does her own lettering in Japanese too. I mean, I'm really impressed. It doesn't matter if I like it or hate it. She has all my respect.
I'd say Jimmy Palmiotti's having a nice little resurgence too with Tales of Gunslinger Spawn, the Blue Falcon and Dynamite, and also the Marvel Knights Punisher, and he's going to be doing the Punisher Daredevil.
Yeah,
he's having a nice little
I'm
resurgence
looking forward
this
to that.
year.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm enjoying all those books.
Yeah.
You know what I think is interesting is we forget Jimmy a lot of times because
Jimmy's amazing.
Because Jimmy's just consistently solid. Yeah. So you're used to just being like, yeah, Jimmy's stuff is good. But yeah, he definitely deserves praise this year.
So if you want Peach Momoko with the great art but a better story, you should read her Demon Days.
Demon Days. I heard about that. I'm yet to. Yeah.
I'm not putting any woman on my list for this year because none of them are good.
True.
I am, however,
one of the better cover artists.
Yeah. I don't care about a cover artist. In fact, it's the reason why I don't have
probably own more variant covers than anybody else.
I don't have J. Scott Campbell on my list either because he's just a cover artist. He's not a creator anymore. Sorry. Once you stop doing interiors and having any part of the story, you're no longer a creator. You're just, I don't know, a pinup artist.
Marketing guy.
Yeah. You might as well go work on Madison Avenue. But I will add Carrie Andrews, Mark Guggenheim, and Gerardo Sandoval for what they've done on Spider-Man Wolverine, because whether or not that book makes any sense from month to month, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun nonsense, and I very, very much enjoy it. Would I like it to actually have a story? Sure. But
doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it because it's just action.
Who's your cover artist of the year, Dylan? Let's pretend that they're real artists. Let's go.
Cover art of this year. I'm trying to think of who mainly does covers right now.
The Nick Klein covers on Incredible Hulk, which he does every single month,
are really
amazing.
good. But Dan Morris on Superman are really good. He's
putting up the Kubert stuff on G.I. Joe, which has been phenomenal.
True.
Oh yeah.
Kubert's
G.I. Joe covers are great.
Yeah.
Man, we forgot about Chris Mooneyham on that G.I. Joe.
No, we talked about.
No, we mentioned him while you were gone.
Oh, he's been great. Larry Hama on G.I. Joe too.
Yeah, we talked about both of them while you were.
Well, they deserve it.
While you were pooping.
I was
growing a new tail,
doing things. Yes.
20 pounds
Tommy, do you have a favorite cover artist of the year?
You know, I'm a big. I'm probably the only one.
Eric Canetti is doing every cover on every book from every publisher right now.
Yes.
I got his G.I. Joe cover for G.I. Joe number 50.
He's doing absolute Batman covers. He's doing, I think, Youngblood covers.
He did a Youngblood cover.
Doc, I need to go back and get
realize how amazing Eric Canetti is.
Yeah, I mean, I got to go back and get the rare chance that I get a variant of something I already have, but I didn't know that was Eric's foil cover variant with the bullet holes in that last issue of G.I. Joe. And now I'm like, I just love Eric's art. I need to go and get that. I already have it. I don't care.
You should definitely go get
I'm falling for it. The variant scheme. But I want the art. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Well, very nice. Let's hear for the peoples. We have somebody here, Doc. That Subhuman wants to know what app you use to keep track of your collection. We do not need the 10-minute spiel about it.
No. I use CLZ, the CLZ Comics app. It is it's really good. It's very slim in that it doesn't eat up a lot of memory on your device. It's cloud based. No, they've switched. Unfortunately, they've recently switched over to, I think, $15 a year for the subscription model. It's really not bad.
$20.
Oh, it's up to 20.
Yeah, it's 20.
Oh, okay. I think I locked it at 15 a couple of years ago. It doesn't change for me. And a lot of the details on the books are crowdsourced. It's cloud-based, so you can have it regardless of switching devices and everything. And it's really very good app.
And you're managing what, like a 20,000,
about 15,000
copy collection. So
yeah,
you can handle it in that.
Yeah, you can do bulk editing and stuff whenever you need to. It's pretty easy.
Is it pretty good at recognizing some of the newer stuff, Doc?
Yes.
You just scan the code, right?
Yeah, you can just scan the barcode and it automatically brings it up. Or you can search for it, or hell, it actually has if there's, say it's like a Virgin cover that has no barcode, no masthead, no anything. You're like, I don't even know what fucking comic this is. It'll actually scan the cover art and do a comparison through, image gallery and image search.
Very good. Rate that 7. Marvel should hire Larry Hama to write Captain America and a new S.H.I.E.L.D. book.
I could get behind this.
Sure.
I look, anything that puts more money in Larry's pocket. I'm happy. That guy deserves. He deserves to be better off than he is in his elder years.
I got it. How about Larry Hama on Wolverine?
Again?
Oh yeah. Oh my God! Please.
I think Larry Hama on Daredevil.
Yeah, Larry Hama on Daredevil. You know what? Actually, can we just replace all the Stephanies with Daredevil?
You mean with Larry?
Larry Hama. Yeah, Larry Hama. Yeah, like replace. No Stephanie Phillips Daredevil. Larry Hama Daredevil. No Saladin Ahmed. Actually, I'm including Saladin in the Stephanies now. That's the level of writing I think we get from him. So yeah, like just put Larry on that book. Come on.
We got a lot of Larry questions. Subhuman says, do you think Hama will finish his run on A Real American Hero when he retires? and let the Skybound G.I. Joe be the only ongoing series. He started it. He should end it.
Absolutely.
I think that's what they should do.
Mhm.
I don't know if they will.
I mean,
Can
he's
that tie the
76.
end, though?
He's 76 years old. So, I mean,
Well, no, because look, they've already done a G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero title without the Devil's Due version was G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, with Josh Blaylock writing.
Yeah.
So they've done G.I. Joe, like the licensor, as in Hasbro has continued the book without Larry.
Would you prefer them to stop it at the numbering
Yes.
and then start over with the new number 1? And start volume 2?
Yes.
That's what I think they do. Yeah.
Look, honestly, if it wasn't for the legacy of that book, I think Hasbro would love to have American taken out of G.I. Joe altogether.
Yeah.
We see it when they try to
G.I.
do
Joe, a real
multimedia.
hero?
Yeah, well, just they would love or a real international hero.
like bring in the Action Force. The British GI Joe back in the early '80s. Like I was reading that because I had a Tower Records here in Boston. They had British comic books, like British Transformers. It was wild, but they had Action Force. That was, the British European version of GI Joe, and it was just like different lettering and different art. Yeah.
Yeah, and whenever they do any kind of multimedia thing, it's always like, oh, it's a team run by the UN. It's a global team.
Yeah, that's what they did in the movies.
Yeah, it sucked. G.I. Joe is an inherently American property, and it needs to remain so. But Hasbro wants to get away from that. Even when you read the blurbs on the what they do for G.I. Joe now, Cobra is no longer called a terrorist organization.
No.
They're called a criminal organization. G.I. Joe is no longer referred to as America's daring, highly trained special mission force. It's they strip all that out. So I think that they would, if Larry ended they would love to do away with that subtitle.
G.I. Joe World Police.
Yeah.
That's what they
Basically.
do. I just love when people
love
tie
that
things to
song.
the UN, like, oh, they work for the UN, like the UN
That makes
has
it
any
better?
power. Yeah, like the UN has any
So
power whatsoever.
they protect molesters. Okay.
They are
UN
not
has a
the
lot of
most
those.
effective fighting force out there.
No.
If you see
They're
Black Hawk
Gay
Down,
blue helmets.
those guys had to run out of Mogadishu.
Yeah.
And in the end, it's not like they drove them out with the UN vehicles that they had. They actually left them. Carlitos Figueroa, favorite writer artist: Kelly Thompson, Josh Williamson, Jeremy Adams, Dan Mora, Philip Kennedy Johnson, Marco Cicchetto, Nick Dragotta, Hayden Sherman, Umberto Ramos, Scott Snyder, Nick Klein, and Jeff Johns. That is a very,
Not
very
a
good
bad
list.
Mm-hmm.
That's got most of the top 10 books that'll be on my list this year.
And I'll say, I've said it before, credit where credit's due. I've been very hard on Kelly Thompson. I think that when it comes to books like Birds of Prey, she still deserves it. But, when she knocks something out of the park, like Absolute Wonder Woman, I think is the best solid, absolute title.
I think it's the best absolute title by a good margin at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Jeff.
one.
Come on.
It's the one hero in the absolute universe that actually feels like a hero.
Mm-hmm. So good honor.
Yeah, but she does also do It's Jeff. So Sully.
Yes.
She did the It's Jeff crypto crossover, right?
Yeah, I think yeah, and but she didn't. It was more of like she bunted into an easy out at first with that last It's Jeff one. You know what I mean? With too much dialogue and too many. No.
I don't know what you mean because I've never cracked the book open. You're gonna have to
you're
explain this
missing
one to
out,
me.
man. You might want to read it to the kids.
Nah, I'll just keep reading Dogman. You know what I got my kids for Christmas, or my oldest one, because I was going to give him those Transformers books, but I'm not giving him that now. I'm giving him like the full collection of the Zelda mangas.
Ooh, nice.
He loves Zelda, so it's got like Ocarina of Time and all that kind of stuff in it. But he's going to have to learn to read, from right to left.
The movie stills look great so far. Like I'm actually optimistic for the Zelda movie.
It's weird. I did forget about Marco Cicchetto, Dylan, because that amazing Ultimate Spider-Man book has not had enough Spider-Man in it. But when Marco Cicchetto gets the opportunity, it looks amazing.
It does. But yeah, and also, he does not on every issue. He takes some breaks too.
He does take a couple of issues off here and there.
Yeah. And he's doing the covers for Punisher Red Band as well.
Yeah. So who do you think's the better creator on Absolute Batman? Do you think it's the Nick Dragotta show or is it the Scott Snyder show?
Dragotta.
If it wasn't for Dragotta, I probably would not have as much fun with it because it is big dumb Batman.
Yeah, Dragotta makes it fun. It looks so cartoony and so big. It's bigger than life. It's using the medium.
I think his art
for its advantage.
Mm-hmm.
His art definitely is a huge part of it, but when Clayman was on there, I still really enjoyed that issue too. So,
well,
Clayman, got another great artist on there.
Yeah, I mean, just saying that like I enjoyed Clayman art is
yeah.
like
When that one Gabriel
Walker
Hernandez guy got on there, it looked like shit.
Yeah, but that was.
Well, can we
not a
curse
good
now that
artist.
Grandpa Tommy's on the channel? Is she? She can't hear us, right?
Yeah, you're good. She's
Okay, I don't want to be cursing in front of the little ones. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Do
My
they
wife,
call you Pop, Grandpa? What do we go with?
Papa.
Abuelo.
Very nice.
Yeah. Sorry, my wife had to go get my daughter, and we're the only ones home. So,
Dude,
it's funny that you.
I
It's
got
funny that
kids
your
too.
Nick. It's funny that your grandkids call you Papa because Doc has a shirt that says Big Papa.
Oh no, it's terrible.
different Papa, I think. Different Papa.
Here
Gotta bring
we
it
call
back.
the grandparents Lolo and Lola.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's my
That's
other shirt. It says Poppy.
No, we don't need to hear about that one, dude.
He's got the Eddie Guerrero "I'm Your Puppy" shirt. Doc does the-
Although, Dylan, I do think it feels like Hayden Sherman is like kind of elevating and elevating and elevating. He just got the Scott Snyder, Josh Williamson, James Tynan backup story. Like
Yeah,
the
had
second biggest one in there.
Nice splash page. That was awesome.
Oh, I love the one with the Sanctum Sanctorum when you had them kind of looking out.
Yeah.
That's a good-
I really liked the work Hayden Sherman's doing.
Yeah, very very interesting. I definitely think he's getting elevated. Although I guess I should give Humberto Ramos some credit because he's the only reason that I think Fantastic Four is even remotely readable. The story itself hasn't been very good, but good selections. Carlitos Figueroa. We got Tyler Golazinski, aka Darker L, on the Patreon. All hail to the three greatest comic creators in the Mojo Dobo of Doomface, the creator of Lexi Vega, the Santa of Thinking Critical, Aaron Sparrow.
I'm the Santa of Thinking Critical. I like that. Thank you. Thank you very much for the compliment. I
Does
appreciate
that mean you're like jolly and you have a bowl full of jelly?
I am jolly, and when I laugh, it's like my belly is like a bowl full of jelly.
But Lexi's a great character, looking character, by the way.
She's a lot of fun. She'll get more fun as the series goes on. I think
I thought the cover with her in like the photo lineup, like the police lineup, was the best.
Yeah, that was based off of a Yuri Hahn cover that Matt Moylan commissioned for the game Street Fighter Game Gals that I did. I saw the Yuri cover and I was like, I want one of that, like Lexi. And we revised her face like 3 times. Like it was just like not quite there. And then this latest iteration, I'm like, nailed it.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Love having Aaron on here onto the channel every week. Appreciate that. We do have some time. Let's talk about this Batman, Deadpool, DC Marvel crossover. I thought the Deadpool Batman stuff was very disappointing, very paint by numbers, least creative idea possible. And I thought Batman Deadpool under Grant Morrison really elevated the game. But for some reason, Sully thinks that I'm completely wrong.
I don't think you're completely wrong. I just have one of our classic differences of opinions, which prove that we are not an echo chamber here at Comics Aficionados.
No one ever said what we were at Echo Chamber. That's crazy.
No one who matters.
Nobody that's actually watched the channel would say that.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and I picked it up. I'll show you.
You didn't think it was creative.
I liked this overall. I really liked the book. There was a few of the tales. The one thing we're going to disagree on is the John Constantine and Doctor Strange short story written by 3 writers: James Tynion IV, Joshua Williamson, and Scott Snyder, with art by Hayden Sherman. The art is really good. I mean, the storytelling is pretty. I love the panel progressions. It's pretty good there, but the story is like it was kind of a wasted.
It's more
opportunity.
Interesting than a good story. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean, and plus with the additional, you got 3 of your best writers jamming on this one story, and
I don't think that they were in a group jamming on it. I think they said, "All right, you outline it. I'll do some of the dialogue, and you finish it, and we'll all do as little as possible and get this thing out there."
I mean, the Nightwing Laura Kinney story was just cringy because it's all about this like, aren't you the bestest? You're the bestest.
Yeah. The only tie is, hey, what two characters have Tom Taylor written? Nightwing and Laura. Let's throw them together because of that.
Ooh, same character. Like,
she's Wolverine. Her name is
Killer
Laura
Croc's
Kinney.
never been this afraid ever in his entire life till he went against Laura.
Yeah. Her name is Laura Kinney. She's Wolverine. She had another name, but she defeated it. Oh my God, you lost me right at the beginning, man.
But what about the Deadpool Batman story? You said Zeb Wells stuff was great. You said this is not as good.
I thought that I like the whole conceit of it. I like that the two universes like hooking up at the beginning of it. I love Grant Morrison's stuff. I love his use of his own characters in this. The Dan Mora art is delicious. It's really, really fun. And it is a bit Batman Deadpool is a better story than Deadpool Batman by Zeb Wells. So it's a big win. And but
I don't think it's just a better story. I think it's like orders of magnitude better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the Zeb Wells story wasn't written for us, the comics fan. That one was written for normies. And this one though, it's like if the more you know your Morrison and your DC, the more rewarded you're going to get with your with the Easter eggs and all the clever references in the background. And I'm a huge Morrison fan, so I'm still trying to figure out.
There's a lot of Easter eggs in there.
The Easter eggs. I ended up liking the Amanda Connor art and the Harley and Hulk one, and I got that's the cover I got because that happens in the book, and I love Amanda Connor's art. I don't really like modern Harley. Modern
Harley is insufferable.
There was like 8 different variant covers of this at my local comic book shop on Wednesday. This is the one that leapt out on the shelf and into my hands and into my heart. I like this art a lot, and overall, I'm glad. And you know what's really fun too? Well, it's cool art wise is the Static Ms. Marvel book because you get Dennis Cowan art and it's inked by Klaus Janson.
I thought that one did not look very good. There's some ugly panels in that one. That was the only one where I thought the art was not very good.
Because Dennis Cowan shouldn't be doing like a really like bright character like Miss Marvel. He should do something like The Question, something really dark and grim.
And it's only it's 5 pages long too, so it's pretty short. But I like Dennis Cowan's art and I like Klaus Janson. So I think for me, it's like I'm an old timer now. So these are the people I grew up with, and I just appreciate their art, and they're still plying their trade in a way. And so I agree with you there. Some of the panels are a little janky, but they're 2 of my favorite artists, and they're jamming here. So I appreciate that. I respect it.
What do you think, Dylan? Were you in my camp where I thought this was like 180-degree turn from the bull crap that we got from Marvel? This was super duper creative and interesting.
It was definitely better. I thought the first 2 stories were pretty good. I liked.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the Batman Deadpool thing. Like, who cares?
Oh, Batman Deadpool. Yeah, Batman Deadpool was really good. I had a lot of fun with that. You could tell Morrison actually had a goal and a story to tell, unlike the last one, which Zeb Wells felt more like meandering and like he didn't really have any ideas. This one felt like Morrison had an idea for this, and I love Batman just calling him Slade instantly, be like, "You Slade Wilson." It's like, no, I'm totally different. I'm Wade Wilson. It's like, oh, then you're no trouble. Like immediately he's like, Slade's like a competent, like I could have some trouble here, but you're not him. It's fine. Yeah, their banter was great. I love how instantly like Deadpool's just like going at him the whole time. He's like, I have like a 12-year-old sidekick. I've had like 15 of them. You're like no trouble. I can just ignore everything you're saying. It was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was much better than what Zeb Wells did.
Like debating over the best Clint Eastwood films.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think's the best one, Dylan? Because I think Outlaw Josie Wells is the best.
Josie Wells is great, but for me, it's High Plains Drifter and Unforgiven. I think are the top 2.
Yeah, Unforgiven and Firefox. I love Firefox.
I understood that reference.
Thank you.
Did anybody else get to read the Deadpool Batman book this week?
No, I avoid Deadpool like the plague, but
this is the best written, Deadpool I've gotten since like Uncanny X-Force. It's not as good as Remender, but it's good.
Hearing you and Dylan go back and forth on what was good about it, I think I am going to go out and pick it up.
You should definitely check it out, Aaron. It's fun.
It's got the Dan Mora art. It looks good too. And it's like going from scene to scene on all these things that do not go together whatsoever. So he put Dan Mora through the paces. Like he was having to just draw weird stuff after weird stuff that made no sense.
You get to see him like slaughtering like 40s cartoon characters. it's really good.
I like Sully saying that I enjoyed Grant Morrison's book more than Zeb Wells, which is like going, I think Ruth's Chris Steakhouse really kind of edged out Olive Garden there.
So what did you think, Tommy? If you can talk now, I know that you've got some grandpa mode going too, dude.
No, it was a lot of fun, man. I love the banter back and forth, and obviously the art is what really sells it. But yeah, it was a fun book, man. I'll read it again. I just really enjoyed it. I know I missed some things, but I can't wait to get back and do it again. It was a lot of fun.
You do have to read it twice to kind of understand a little bit better and catch some of the Easter eggs because there's so many of them.
Easter eggs. There's a ton. Yeah.
So much stuff in the background.
I mean, when it opens up with like the second sports master, it's like, okay,
yes.
we're going deep in the bag here. Yeah.
Well, I guess it opens up with the two like Cosmos, like.
Yeah.
But the last joke was great too. Like the Marvel like side is automatically going to like an app to rate the DC guy. Like, what are you doing? You can't do that right here. So, I don't know that it makes up for all the mess that was Deadpool Batman, but it was just so much more creative. Hopefully, that's what we're getting in the future, because we're going to be getting what, Superman, Spider-Man next year.
Yep. And I hope there's some more as far as like all of the backup stories. I hope there's some more like better choices for crossovers instead of just being like, here's Static Shock and Miss Marvel, and here's Hulk and Harley Quinn. I hope there's more like.
Why didn't we get Flash and Fantastic Four?
Yeah, why was that thrown digital? And same with Thor and Shazam. That was thrown digital only too. It's like, that's a great idea. And it's the Donald Blake version.
It is really
too.
good
it's
idea.
Like,
Who wrote that?
Al Ewing. It was actually fun too. It was good. I'm generally not really a fan of Al Ewing, but it was a fun little adventure because they're like constantly transforming back and forth because of how like the story plays out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. It's just unfortunate that was thrown digital only instead of put in here. It would have been way better. Some of these
lot of the backup stories don't feel like stories. They feel like trailers for a story or something. It's just like a clip of something that might have existed, but there's nothing interesting. Like there's no real resolution or anything.
No. Well, maybe like the trailers in Death Proof and Planet Terror. Maybe
that's what it feels like to me. Yes.
Maybe we'll get an actual crossover at some point. Although I don't need a Mariko Tamaki Hulk Harley Quinn. I don't need that at all.
No, but they did tease that we will get more Constantine, I guess. Doctor Strange, right? There's a question mark on the end.
Yeah, but also, like, who knows if that's going to happen? Because remember, at the end of the Zeb Wells one, Deadpool's going into Gotham. It's like, oh, that's going to connect to the Grant Morrison one. No, not at all.
I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too. But that's what I thought was going to happen. So who knows if that's actually going to.
But I would definitely recommend it there. It was enjoyable. Like, maybe not quite like X-Men or Teen Titans or anything, but it's good.
Yeah. Grant Morrison did a good job.
Probably the best Grant Morrison thing I've read in like 10 or 15 years.
Probably the best thing since the beginning of his Green Lantern run. Because I liked the beginning and then it went way too weird.
That's where it had the Spider Pirate.
Yeah, with Liam Sharp. Oh man, it looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Liam
the beginning,
Sharp
there were like some really cool moments. And it was good. And then Grant Morrison went way too insane with it.
It was like some type of big casino game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when it kind of went to Grant Morrison-y for you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. So, yeah, I thought he did a real good job. What were you saying, Doc?
I was going to say, I'm trying to remember All-Star Superman. That was 2005. And let's see. We 3 was 2004. All right. So it was the best thing that Morrison's written since All-Star Superman.
Maybe. And that I can remember personally.
You couldn't pay me to read anything by him since.
You should check out Batman Deadpool. It was good. Mr. DC Comics says Deathstroke versus Deadpool featuring Batman should have been a crossover story. It should have happened, especially with the surge of popularity since the movies.
I'd read that.
Would have been cool.
Yeah.
That would be pretty good.
That would be pretty fun.
Deathstroke versus Deadpool versus Batman, with like Deadpool stuck in the middle. An old Mexican standoff.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. But I love the references to Deathstroke. So that was great.
Yeah. And it's not just like once. He does it throughout the book.
Yes. There's lots and lots of meta commentary. Did you notice that part when Damian like yells father? And I was confused. Like, is he talking to Batman or is he talking to Grant? I was like, I'm not sure who he's trying to talk to here.
Yeah.
It was confusing to me. I was like, that's pretty good. You're not really sure what he's trying to get at. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, Mr. DC Comics. I thought that was a good one. So I guess we'll start talking about some comic book recommendations. Tommy, you are more of a DC guy. We had the big book this week. Is there anything else that you want to recommend?
Give me 1 second.
Handoff.
Yeah, this is the wrong room for her because there's a lot to touch.
Oh, there's a lot of
a lot of toys, yo. They're not toys.
I don't let any of them in this room, man. This door is shut constantly because of that, man. It'll get destroyed. But I mean, Deadpool and Batman Deadpool was my favorite of the week, but there was a lot of stuff that came out this week. I gotta grab it real quick. Aquaman 11 was good. Final Boss, the art, Tyler Kirkman. You don't have to read it, just look at it. It's amazing. But that was a lot of fun. What else we had? We were talking about Josh Blaylock and his G.I. Joe run. I don't know if you know that he came out with his Disavowed, which is kind of a G.I. Joe book. It's a lot of fun too. Issue 2 came out.
Yeah, because we had G.I. Joe Disavowed, yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually a lot of fun too. And then I know probably not a lot of Spawn fans on here, but Spawn: The Dark Ages by Liam Sharp. Man, it is.
And that's old school Liam Sharp art, not the new digital painting style. It's like the stuff that he used to do. It's a beautiful book to look at.
Incredible book to look at. I mean, it's like we talked about David Finch and some of the background and some of the panels and the detail is just gorgeous. I mean, Liam Sharp is I love Liam Sharp.
I'm with you, dude.
Incredible, man. So yeah, that's what I picked up this week. A lot of fun.
Dude, so you got any big interviews that just happened or you're looking up forward to next week or this coming week that people need to know about?
I actually have quite a few interviews. So tomorrow I actually have Liam Sharp on at 10 in the morning Central. So we'll be talking about Dark Ages and everything else that he's worked on. I have Paul Thayer on tomorrow night. I don't know if you know Project Analysis, but Paul's a good buddy of mine and he's at all the Comic Cons. He has a new title out called Lethal Leopard that's on Kickstarter. So we're having him on. Let's see, the 24th, which is Monday, I have Jeremy Adams on. That's going to be a lot of fun. I always love having him. Sarah Frazetta, if you're a Frazetta fan and you're not following Frazetta Girls, fabulous thing that she's done to kind of keep the Frazetta art alive. She's on a new title called Necron. So if you ever watched Fire and Ice growing up, which is an awesome animated series, kind of ahead of its time when it came out as far as how they did it, but she'll be on talking about her new title called Necron, which if you know Fire and Ice, you know what that is. I have Jimmy Palmiotti on December 8th, talking Deadly, Tales of Gunslinger, Punisher, everything else. Mike Ruth, if you're a Conan the Barbarian fan, he does a lot of the art for Savage Sword, and he does some of the covers. He's pretty amazing. Who else do we got going on? We have a few others that are kind of in the works. Dan Panosian, just working on a date with him. He'll be coming on.
A date with him.
Wow.
Oh, well. By the way, Dan, if Wes had bothered to ask me who my favorite cover artist of the year, I would have said Dan Panosian.
Dan Panosian, everything he does.
I disrespected
what he did on Marvelous Punch is really good.
Aaron, sometimes you just got to assert yourself.
I
That's
know.
what Tommy Lee Jones said to Jim Carrey in Batman Forever.
So December will be loaded with interviews, so I'm pretty excited. We're still working on a few more that hopefully we could release. Todd McFarlane coming back in January. Been working with them on a date, which I always love talking to Todd. He's kind of a loose cannon, so you never know what's going to happen. Enjoy him. But yeah, lots going on, man. I had a lot of artists. If you're a Spawn fan, almost all the artists I've had on. Trying to get Brett Booth. He doesn't do very many interviews, but I love his art. Incredible artist.
Part of it is because Brett's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So internet is not for streaming and stuff is not really. He doesn't really have that great of a connection.
So Tommy's channel is World at War Comics, but there's also a link in the video description. Take you right there. And I appreciate it, brother. Great list.
Thank you.
Congrats on all the interviews.
Appreciate it.
Sully, you recommending any funny books this week?
I got 4 funny books this week from my local comic book shop. I am a Wednesday warrior. I go every week. I got a pull list, and then I peruse the shelves of new releases. And because we need to, who's going to save comic books? It's going to be us, the buyers, the people that show up to your local comic book shop and spend your money at these mom and pop brick and mortar shops. You know, these are small businesses, and that is the American dream. So use your dollar wisely and vote every Wednesday for your comic books. We saw that I got Batman Deadpool #1. I got the Amanda Conner cover because I like this the most. It's fun. I love her art, and this actually happened inside the book. I got New Gods #12 by Ram V and Evan Kagel. The first 4 pages are done by Phil Hester. I love his art, and it's a good conclusion to a really good story. I'm a big New Gods fan, and I was very happy with this. I got Rick Remender and Company's The Sacrificers #17. This remained one of the reasons to go and get the serialized version, you know, just because it's anticipation and it's satisfaction. Every one of these floppies, these single issues are great and add up to an amazing story. Pick of the week is G.I. Joe 14 by Joshua Williamson and Company. I thought I said it earlier. I think that Jordi Belair is doing unsung work in this with her coloring. I just think it's amazing. It's moody. It adds to this great story. And inside the panels are so good. I mean, the story is so tight and it's over the top violent. And this is action adventure. This is peak comic book storytelling. Brilliant use of the medium. And I love this, and I'm glad I'm here for it. And eventually, and I got the Eric Kennedy cover. This is Eric's cover, and I'm going to keep an eye out for all of Eric's covers because I am a big Eric Kennedy fan. And thank you so much, Wes. Thank you so much, everyone on this panel, and especially you guys in the live chat and the comments after the show. I mean, when people watching on the replay, thank you. Keep the comments and the questions coming. We're here for this conversation. Thank you.
Very nice. Dylan, Real Comic Book Gamer, you got any books that you want to recommend this week?
Yeah, I'd say Zdarsky's wrapped up his first arc with Captain America #5. This one ended up kind of just being a copy of Nuke, but I still enjoyed it. G.I. Joe #14 was great. Sacrifice #17, great. Final Boss #1, very cheesy. Starts a little slow, but once it starts getting to the action, that Tyler Kirkham art is incredible. It's really cool. No Man's Land #3 was really good. And then, of course, Spawn of the Dark Ages. We already talked about Liam Sharp. Really pretty book.
Man, should we tell Aaron? Should we do the big spoiler on G.I. Joe?
No, don't spoil that for him. He's got to read that.
This is a pretty good reveal there at the end.
G.I. Joe's on my list. You have that. It's incredible.
I'm only like a once a month comic shop guy at this point. So like I go and I pick up my pull list. So yeah, I know I've not read it yet. So don't spoil it for me.
It's good.
There's an appearance at the end. That's good.
Yeah.
Is it Snake Eyes? Because I keep hearing people like going like 2 years of this book and no Snake Eyes, and I'm like,
It's
yeah,
not
that's
Snake
good.
Eyes.
You know, I barely noticed because there's so much going on. And when he finally gets revealed, you know what I mean? Will he be part of the other Joe team? Come on, that's a good story note. I like that.
I like keeping Snake Eyes out of it for a little while and focusing on the other characters. You know, you want Snake Eyes? There's plenty of Snake Eyes over in Aura.
So Dylan, do you have any big videos maybe that you just released or about to release on the channel, The Real Comic Book Gamer?
Yeah, I just posted my video going all over every story in Batman Deadpool, and also going over the digital exclusives, which was Shazam and Thor and Flash and Fantastic Four. So yeah, that's up right now.
I skipped the last 2 stories. I didn't even cover them. I didn't think anybody cared.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on, but I still talked about them.
Yeah.
You
But
didn't
I was
want to talk
very
about
impressed.
the group chat argument between Static Shock and Miss Marvel?
No. Decided to skip that one. Sparrow, you recommended any books this week?
Well, like I said, I don't get to the shop as often as you guys, but I do want to recommend this. This was on sale on Amazon. This is GI Joe Compendium number 2. Not as good as GI Joe Compendium number 1. They break it up with a lot of GI Joe special missions, which is great. But some of the places that they insert them, like there's in particular, there's the whole Cobra Island Civil War, and then they're just sticking issues of special missions in between some of those books, and it's like, wait, those guys are on the island right now. Why am I suddenly reading this separate story with them in the middle?
Took me right out of the story.
Yeah, it just takes you out of the linear focus. But all great stories, and right now it's $65 retail, but I picked it up on Amazon on Black Friday for 50% off, so for $32.
Yeah, right now it's $36, which not
Still.
as good, but still incredible price, man. That's an amazing price.
It's a very, very good price. You got any big appearances? You'll be on World Class Bullshitters, right?
I'll be on World Class Bullshitters on Tuesday. That is now a regular thing. So, come on over there and have some fun with us as we avoid, talking about whatever the published topic is.
We do that here.
Yeah. First hour of Aficionados is never the topic. It's just catching up and BSing and talking about food usually.
Well, there's other things going around. We got to talk about a little bit of food, some NFL,
football. Yeah,
all those things that are happening. Last but not least, Doc, are you going to be recommending any books this week?
Actually, I am. I'm recommending a couple of new comics. I'm going to recommend. We will start with G.I. Joe, and again, this is the Canetti cover because Eric is dope and this character is really fucking cool. And yes, you do get a good introduction to a new a character that we just haven't seen much of in a lot of things, but has a bit of a following. Then
absolutely one of the best G.I. Joe figures of all time.
It really is. And then this was from last week, but I picked it up this week. A Real American Hero. It's still really freaking good. And you kind of have these parallel stories. You guys talked about it last week, so I'm not going to go on too much about it, but it's a good issue. You should definitely pick it up. I am going to recommend X-Men of Apocalypse. While it's not as good as the Alpha issue was, it is still a pretty damn good and fun book. It is a lot more nonstop action, and strangely, it's. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but it's a little Exiles-esque, but I dig it. And then we will go with my final recommendation, which was Uncanny X-Men 28, first appearance of Banshee. I don't know why I love this comic so much. Plus the fact that Banshee doesn't look at all like the Banshee that everybody knows for as of giant sized when he joins the team, but this weird goofy looking Banshee. I like that. I feel like they need to do a throwback to the original Banshee look in one of his appearances in the future, but I really dig the character. So yeah, those are my recommendations this week.
Well, very good. Sounds like everybody's having a good time. My Missouri Tigers should be playing the Oklahoma Sooners by now. Hopefully we get a W there, and we're holding on for dear life when it comes to the Chiefs. So big weekend. Somebody asked about Viking Moon. Did anybody else read Viking Moon?
No.
I thought it was all right. I'm still waiting for it to pick up, but Vikings fighting werewolves and Native Americans is a fun concept. It's just waiting for the action to really start up. But it's an interesting book. But I think that'll do it, fellas. I'm going to bounce out of here, and everybody have a good weekend.
Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody.